fourth of this game. Thank you and enjoy the game. Fans, before the first pitch, we ask that you please stand and share a moment of silence for our servicemen and women who are defending our country both home and abroad. And to all of our military veterans for their service to our great nation, E&G Lending and the Big Sticks believe that every day is Veterans Day. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please remain standing, remove your hats, and stand at attention as Kiera Rambozic sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echo, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I don't want to sit in that heat.
All right, fans, tonight is Hometown Heroes Night. Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark, where we've got a massive game 2 of today's doubleheader between the Badlands Big Sticks and the Casper Spuds live here in Dickinson. In the last game, the Spuds took home a 2-0 victory thanks to some clutch pitching by the likes of Cade Torgerson, who ended up going for a complete game shutout on the Big Sticks. Badlands only had 3 hits the entire game and came up with no runs in that 2-0 loss. Well, after that, they're looking for a big redemptive performance against a team that has bested them in 5 of 6 games this year. First doubleheader of the year, first game 2 here in Dickinson of the year, and they're looking for some big revenge as the ceremonial first pitch is tossed out. Let's go over the starting lineups for both teams very quickly while we've got a moment here with the pregame ceremonies. For the Casper Spuds, it's Chase Burke in the leadoff position in center field, Chandler Stocking at second base, Matthew Marsick in left field, Nathan Martinez at shortstop, Dawson Barricani at third base, Lucas Danielwitz at first base, Ryan Schmidt will be the starting pitcher, Parker Bird at catcher, and Caleb Simmons in right field. Thus far, only 8 in the lineup, plus the pitcher, by the way. For the Big Sticks, Quade Peters in center field, Marcus Abelhausen at shortstop, Isaac Huddle the catcher, Danny Rogers playing first base in the cleanup spot, Cam Uran right field, Royce Van Dyne in the DH spot, Alex Erlob at second base, Cam Crater in left field, Troy Berg at third base, and Christian Castilla gets his first start at home of the year as the pitcher, led by head coach Jordan Price. Big Sticks were stymied. They were taken away, put out of position, knocked around, and mostly spit out in that game against the Spuds in game 1. Well, now they're looking for a whole new kind of revenge. They want to tie this series up, split it with the Spuds, and keep their perfect series record at home complete. Christian Castilla on the mound. He'll get things started for us and for the Big Sticks in this 7-inning game. We will be only going 7 innings today, as we did in game number 1. In the first 7, it was the Spuds who came away with the advantage. Now the Big Sticks looking for some revenge, and Castilla with a big challenge ahead of him, but he's always found a way to be ready for the task more often than not. Big Sticks defense will have to be on high alert. These Spuds hitters will want even more production than what they had. They want to dominate the Big Sticks as they've done in the past. So here we go. Doubleheader Sunday, game 2 coming up. Big Sticks, Spuds. It's time, it's here. And it's on. High pitch from Castilla that results in a ball for a 1-0 count. So Castilla on the bump for the Big Sticks, starting things out. Hoping to take it to the Spuds early, who have always had first inning success against the Big Sticks in this series, as he delivers an inside pitch for ball number 2.
Hold on, Christian, hold on.
2-0 count.
Okay, since this is a makeup game, okay, Casper will be the home team, so we need to stop. Okay, this was a home game at your guys' place, so we have to stop. That was a mistake. Yeah, I know, should have been discussed before. Okay, so your starting pitcher will get as much time as they need. Okay? Sorry, everyone.
So, let me explain this to you folks. A very odd situation has just occurred. So, this was a makeup game between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. The Spuds were supposed to be the home team in this scenario, and they went up to bat first. Well, that's not how it's supposed to be done, and our on-field host, Jason, just came up to confirm that, and we're going to have to try this again, except with the Big Sticks starting out as the pitching team on defense. So, you can't make this stuff up, folks. So, Bowles and Jordan Price are going to have to talk this over, and we'll see what comes of this. So I don't think I've ever seen this happen in my years of calling baseball, as both Price and Bowles are going to talk about it. So Castilla had one pitch in, or actually 2 pitches. It was a 2-0 count before play was stopped. Suspended animation at the ballpark. And you see Jason is also there, our on-field host, who is also big with the Big Sticks and helps to direct these games. Currently talking over what the situation is. And I have to imagine also Independence League getting in on this, trying to clear up any confusion that the two teams might have. But this makeup game was for a first half game that was canceled in Casper. In that situation, the Spuds would be the home team. But they are playing the makeup game here in Dickinson. And that's why the situation is what it is. So the Spuds should be the home team. But the Big Sticks still currently on defense. And we had a whopping 2 pitches in before all of this was changed. And we'll see what comes of this. Jordan Price going back to the third base dugout.
All right, friends, confusion is over. Big Sticks will be the home team, so we will continue the game.
And we are going to have the Big Sticks as the home team after all. Cannot make this stuff up, folks. It's a wild day, and it just got wilder. So we'll resume baseball after that brief intermission. A 2-0 count. Christian Castilla still on the mound. Chase Burke still at home plate for the Spuds. 2-0. Pitch coming. And it's an outsider for a 3-0. High and away upstairs for Castilla. 3-0 count. And Castilla nearing 10 innings pitched on the year in total, as he'll deliver another one. This time it's inside, and they will call that one a walk. Chase Burke was waiting. He thought it was a strike for a second. That is not what was called. So 4 balls and a walk to start off for Christian Castilla. Early mistake for him. So that sends in number 2 in the lineup for the Spuds, and Chandler Stocking, as the Spuds already have 1 runner on base here in Game 4 of the series. Out of Midway, Utah, and Alabama A&M, Castilla goes to first, throw to second, and they got him. The Big Sticks with a pick-off play to get it out. Chase Burke got a little too big for his britches and tried to run, and he couldn't quite get out of that situation. That will be out number 1 here for the Casper Spuds in the top of the first. So that's an out early on. Pitches in, and a strike for Castilla. 0-1 count. So a beautiful play as the Big Sticks infield came over. Marcus Abelhausen as well as the second baseman for the Big Sticks were in position. Not a bad play, and you understand why Chase Burke did it. Maybe not so much that he got too big for his britches, more that he just went too early and made a mistake. That's out one, a 1-1 count. And that's a high pitch for ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. So Christian Castilla, as you mentioned, playing in his first game of this series against the Casper Spuds. And he'll send in another pitch high and away for ball 3. Thus far, Castilla not quite in the rhythm that he needs early on. Just over 8 innings pitched on the year, with 6 hits, 7 runs given up, and that comes with 6 total strikeouts, a 5.04 ERA. Pitches in, high and away, and he walked another batter. Second straight for Christian Castilla as he sends Chandler Stocking onto first base. So early on, the Casper Spuds just kind of having to sit back, and Christian Castilla with a couple of walks. Stocking and Burke both to first base as Matthew Marsick comes on. 1 runner on for the Spuds, 1 out. It's lefty on lefty. And it's another high pitch. We've seen a few of those from Castilla already in this game. Seems to prefer those upstairs pitches, but just hasn't quite been able to answer yet. 1-0 count. Pitches in, high and away, and it gets away. On to second base goes Chandler Stocking. The wild pitch, and Isaac Huddle wasn't able to collect it in time, and the Spuds have something else rolling here. And those were the kinds of mistakes that somewhat cost the Big Sticks early on in the last game, and we're seeing a similar situation here. So a 2-0 count coming up. Castilla looks back at second. Pitches in, high and away, and another wild pitch. Over the head of Huddle, on to third is Stocking. That's 2 straight bases that Castilla has allowed thanks to a wild pitch, and he's already walked Chandler Stocking as well. So no hits for the Casper Spuds, but again, they are in position for a run as he and Huddle are talking things over. Some miscommunication early on between those two. A little bit of ugly baseball from the Big Sticks early, and the Spuds capitalizing on it. Those mistakes will not go unturned. So a pitch coming on. Marsick ready. 3-0 count, and he could go to first if another ball is thrown. That would be the 3rd walk here in the top of the first as Marsick is going to call time. 3-0 count. Pitch coming, and this time he delivers a strike on a fastball for 3-1. Castilla is one of those guys that likes to have his warm-up time more often than not. Sometimes you just need a little bit of that to find your footing early. 3-1, pitch is to the outside, and another walk. That is Castilla's 3rd in this young game.
Number 23, Nathan Martinez.
In 3 batters for the Spuds, all 3 have advanced to first courtesy of a Castilla walk. Marsick, Stocking, and Burke as Nathan Martinez will be the next man on. Castilla desperately needing to get a strike here and then a strikeout. Runners in the corners for the Spuds. No score yet, top of the first. Pitch in from Castilla, sent high, and that will be ball number 1, a 1-0 count. So one thing Castilla will look to do here is kind of drive those pitches in a bit lower, keep them away from the Spuds if at all possible. Fastball, throw back to first, and he's just able to get back to first. Matthew Marsick not out yet. That's been the issue with a lot of Castilla's pitches, is those high arcing throws. And sending those back lower will be a huge, huge gratification for them if that can be managed. 2-0 count. Castilla the pitch. And again, high and away. That'll be ball 3 as Isaac Hutto comes back for it. And Castilla in danger of a 4th walk early on in the 1st inning. Already some action in the Big Sticks bullpen, as Castilla just not having the ideal start. Another pitch from Castilla, and it's high and away for another walk. And the bases will now be loaded for the Casper Spuds. 4 straight walks to start the game off. And Jordan Price is coming out of that third base dugout. And this could be a quick end for Christian Castilla, who just isn't having the day that he was looking for. 4 straight walks on the Casper Spuds. And Price is looking over at that bullpen. And Castilla and Price currently talking things over. Bases now loaded for the Spuds, 1 out. And all of their runners have been put on base by a Castilla walk. All 4 of the starting lineup. And it looks like Castilla is going to stay in for the time being. So Castilla will stay on the mound for the Big Sticks, as Nate Martinez, Matthew Marsick, and Chase Burke are all looking to potentially score here. That will send on Dawson Barricani, the third baseman here for Casper.
Third baseman, number 9, Dawson Barricani.
If it hadn't been for the 1 out earlier on Chase Burke, the Spuds would be having about as good of a start as you could ask for. So in comes Barricani with a bases loaded situation and 1 out. And it's well to the outside. Huddle just barely able to grab it. That would have scored a run easily for the Spuds. 1-0 and 1 out. Another pitch coming up from Castilla. Pitch is in, and it is low into the inside for ball 2. But that lower trajectory is exactly what is needed. It's just about angling it in a bit differently. That'll be the key here. So Castilla will have to fix that, and hopefully for himself quickly. 2-0. And it gets away from Huddle. A run is going to score for the Casper Spuds. Coming home on the wild pitch, as the Spuds take a quick lead here early. 1-0, Spuds on top, and Christian Castilla's nightmare frame continues. Barricani still up to bat. Spuds now have just 2 runners on base on second and third, but still only 1 out and a 3-0 count. Another pitch from Castilla, and he walked him as well. Bases loaded now for the Casper Spuds, and this will be it for Christian Castilla, I would imagine, as Jordan Price is coming out. Just not an ideal start at all. So Castilla and Price will have a quick conversation, and that'll do it. Castilla's out of the game, so not the start that Castilla was looking for. 5 walks, and the Spuds score a run on a wild pitch. We'll be back after this break. New pitcher coming up for the Big Sticks here in the top of the first. Spuds on top, 1-0.
Consolidated handles not only our phone service, our internet, our Wi-Fi, but they also handle our, as of lately, they took on our IT support and our cybersecurity. So it was exactly what we needed. It's been great. We haven't had any issues, but that is a good peace of mind when I leave and go home, and knowing that my business, my customer information, everything is secure, and I don't have to worry about that.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing.
To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Welcome back here to Dickinson, North Dakota. New pitcher on the mound for the Badlands Big Sticks. It might be the ace of the staff. It's Kyler Beekman, as he's ready to take it to the Casper Spuds, who have a bases loaded situation with 1 out. One of the first times that he has played against the Spuds this year. But this is a guy who needs no introduction to Big Sticks fans. One of the best pitchers you will find in the Independence League. Leads the team in both innings pitched and strikeouts. There was talk of him playing earlier on today in game number 1. It didn't end up materializing. But here he is, just over 29 innings pitched on the season. A 5-0 record, 1 save, 18 hits, just 6 runs given up, 36 strikeouts, and a 1.41 ERA. But the Spuds, they're going to try to put up some competition against that. Lucas Danielwitz in after the Chandler Stocking run on a wild pitch. Base is still loaded for Casper. Beekman's ready, pitches in, and that'll be high and away for ball 1, a 1-0 count. For the 4th game in this series, the Casper Spuds get a run in the first inning. They have always gotten the lead early against the Big Sticks. This one swung over. Abelhausen's there. Throw to second, throw to first, and it will be able to make it in time for the double play. And the Big Sticks get out of bases loaded with a sensational defensive effort. 1-0 though, Spuds on top. We'll be back to the bottom of the first when we return. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, Dan Porter here. When you're having trouble getting your car or truck in for service, think Dan Porter Motors. Fast express service, low price tires with rotations for life, free alignment checks, free car washes with service, low price daily rental cars, shuttle service to and from work. Give us a call at 227-1272 or see us on the web at dpmotors.com. That's 227-1272 for all your service needs. Give us a call.
Boy Toys.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go, girls!
In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
Welcome back to Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. Bottom of the first inning between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. Quade Peters will be the leadoff hitter for Badlands. Center fielder today, Marcus Abelhausen follows them up in the shortstop spot. Isaac Huddle at catcher. That's 1-2-3 for the Big Sticks as they look to respond to the early Casper Spuds run, courtesy of a wild pitch thrown by Kristen Castilla, who didn't have an ideal start, but the Big Sticks looking to overcome that and have a great response in the bottom of the first. That's the idea here as Quade Peters gets ready to come on. 1-0 Spuds on top. They've led at the start of the game all the way through this series. They have a 2-1 series lead and a chance to take it outright here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. So in comes Quade, out of West Fargo, North Dakota, and Iowa Central Junior College. Did not play in game number 1, but he's ready. He's dressed in game number 2. First at bat for the Big Sticks. Pitch is coming in, and it is grounded away from Peters as Ryan Schmidt is on the mound for Casper. Schmidt with the pitch. Breaking ball and a strike. Just able to angle it in past Quade Peters. Schmidt has also been a batter as he was in the last game. Loads this one up. And it goes past Peters on a fastball for ball number 2. And that makes it a 2-1 count. as Peters looking for yet another hit on the year. That one delivered low and outside, and that is quickly ball 3. So a chance for the Big Sticks to get a walk here early. And that's a strike. Count goes full now for the Casper Spuds. So Peters will be watching on. And it is outside, grounded. Peters on to first. So Ryan Schmidt's pitching does not work out there. He delivers a walk, and the Big Sticks are able to find pay dirt early. Peters on to first. That sends on Marcus Abelhausen for the Big Sticks. The shortstop is ready out of Gonzaga and Mercer Island, Washington. Thus far on the year, Schmidt does not have any pitching experience for the Spuds. This is his first game as a pitcher, and that's a strike. 0-1 count. But Schmidt, a very versatile player. One of those rare two-way threats that you'll find in the Independence League, Shohei Ohtani-esque. Peters over at first. Abelhausen ready, and that is to the outside for ball number 2. Or ball 1 rather, 1-1 count. No outs. And remember the speed that Quade Peters has, really the speed that the top of the lineup has for the Big Sticks. Abelhausen ready, swings it over towards first, and it'll be a foul ball that Cameron Guevara tries to collect, but just cannot. 1-2. Abelhausen with that big swing against the Spearfish Sasquatch to really take the momentum and take that victory away from Spearfish in that massive series decider. 1-2. On to second is Peters. It's bobbled, and he's going to get there. Parker Bird tried to get it and could not in time. And the Big Sticks have a stolen base with Quade Peters. 2-2 count now, and Abelhausen with a chance to make even more music right here. He's ready, pitch on, swings it over, and it's another foul ball right past the first base line. Count stays at 2-2. Ryan Schmidt in the last game did get a nice hit for the Casper Spuds. Recorded that hit, but couldn't record anything else, but it didn't really matter. Spuds with that 2-0 victory. As Abelhausen sends one over towards the shortstop. Throw to first, and Abelhausen just can't get there in time. Quade Peters does advance over to the hot corner, so it's a sacrifice play for Abelhausen as Isaac Huddle gets ready to come on. So in comes Huddle with a 333 average on the year, 66 at-bats, 22 hits, 8 doubles, 1 homer, 16 RBIs, and 15 runs. By the way, that doubles mark leads the team. This one bobs up in the air. Peters to home plate, and the game is tied. It bounced off of home plate, and there was no way that Parker Bunt was going to be able to collect it. And now both teams have scored a run on a wild pitch. Peters comes home using that Lightning McQueen speed. It's a 1-1 game. And Quade Peters used that base running moxie to capitalize, and that sacrifice play from Marcus Abelhausen comes up huge. 1-1. And this ball high and away for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count now. Huddle with no runners on base. As Peters extends his mark, he's already the leading runner on the team. Gets another one for Badlands. And Huddle sends one over the mound, over towards second, throw to first, and bobbled up in the air. That'll be another trip to first for the Big Sticks. Isaac Huddle just had to watch it go over the head. And that's an error for the Casper Spuds, their first of the game, as Lucas Danielwitz just had it bobble away. So Huddle at first, Danny Rogers is on. Looking for hit number 1 of the game for the Big Sticks. 1-1 game, Big Sticks on top. Hard to believe after the tough defensive inning the Big Sticks had in the top of the first. They're tied in this game and have all the momentum. This one into the gap in right field. Right past Danielwitz. Coming over to third is Isaac Huddle, and he is going to get to the hot corner. The Big Sticks have runners in the corners. Danny Rogers with the first hit of the day for the Badlands Big Sticks. Hadn't recorded a hit in multiple games, but this time he sends it right in. So Cam Uran will be the next man up. Huddle now in the hot corner. Another 1-out pitch coming up, but the Big Sticks already starting to count that money. So Cam Uran ready. And Uran skies one. Could be playable. It's drifting back, and the catch is made on the hop. That'll be out number 2 as Dawson Baracani came over, and he denies Cam Uran on a pop fly. And here comes the guy maybe with the most power on the team, Royce Van Dyne. A 2-out pitch coming up, trying to give the Big Sticks their first lead today in either of these doubleheader games. So no count and a 2-out pitch. Runners in the corners. And that is going to be away and to the outside for a 1-0. 1-0 and 2 outs. Van Dyne did come in as a pinch hitter in the last game, but didn't record any hits. And he swings and misses at that one. It's a strike. Parker Burt just able to find it, and the count goes 1-1. Van Dyne with 2 homers on the year, 11 RBIs, 13 runs, 5 doubles and 12 hits overall, and a .300 batting average. There's the pitch outside, and ball 2 is going to be called from Ryan Schmidt. 2-1 count. Spuds dealing with a lack of players right now due to injury, and of course some taking off after the first half is over, so Schmidt might be part of that changing up. And another ball to the outside. It's a 3-1 count with 2 outs. And the bases could be loaded for the Big Sticks if Royce Van Dyne ends up going to first on a walk. So big moment in the game right here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Van Dyne gets walked over to first. And the Big Sticks are in position once again. That is Schmidt's second walk of the game.
For the Big Sticks, second baseman, number 1, Alex Erlob.
As Alex Erlob gets ready to come on for Badlands. And there's going to be time called quickly now by the Spuds and Coach Matt Bowles. So Schmidt thus far with 2 walks, bases loaded. Very similar starts for the Spuds and Big Sticks pitching, as multiple walks have led to runs scored, and both runs in the game have been scored on wild pitches. So if you like defense, there hasn't been as much execution thus far in this game. The offenses haven't been super explosive. It's just been a matter of them capitalizing on defensive mistakes. So Schmidt's going to stay in the game as Erlob gets ready to come on for the Big Sticks for his first at-bat of the game.
Well, let's try this again. Second baseman, number 1, Alex Erlob.
So Erlob ready. And that's a breaking ball, and it results in a strike. Schmidt able to get an 0-1. He can get out of this half inning with a strikeout here and out number 3 to keep the score tied up at 1 between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. 0-1 count. And Erlob, boy, he really swung at that one. Went too low and probably wishes he hadn't done that. Almost in the ground. It's an 0-2 on that slider. Bases still loaded for Badlands. Huddle at third, Rogers at second, Royce Van Dyne at first. Here comes the 0-2. Pitch is in, and he sends one into right field that is caught. Spuds are right there to get the catch, and the Big Sticks are denied. But a 1-1 game is now at hand after Quade Peters scores on a wild pitch thrown from Brian Schmidt. Tie game in Dickinson.
Let Therapy Solutions help take your life.
World-renowned YouTube chef Lamise O brings her authentic Caribbean cuisine to the Dickinson area. Island Cuisine is open in the St. Joe's Plaza with available takeout and dine-in options. You'll find their entire menu on Facebook or call 483-9918 to place a pickup order. Enjoy incredible dishes like brown stewed chicken or everyone's favorite, Rasta Pasta. Call now to order or stop in. Island Cuisine, located in St. Joe's Plaza, Dickinson.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op
Is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Welcome back for the top of the second inning between the Big Six and the Spuds. And a 1-1 tie. Kyler Beekman on the mound for Badlands, coming in relief of Christian Castilla earlier on. As the Spuds look for a response, they had a bases-loaded situation, but only came away with one run out of it on a wild pitch. In comes Ryan Schmidt, who's playing as both a pitcher and a hitter today. Coming in at the DH spot. As that one's sent away, that'll be ball one for a 1-0. Schmidt thus far as the pitcher with 2 walks in the game. And that'll be a strike to the outside by Beekman. A 1-1 count. Remember, folks, he leads the team in strikeouts, tied for the team lead with 36 along with Kobe Krenz. Trying to break that tie today, and he delivers a 1-2. And he should be able to do that potentially in this at-bat, with the leadoff hitter being Schmidt. A 1-2, no outs. Parker Burt would be the next man up to bat. This one's skied high and away. It's going to come back towards the mound, and a catch will be made. Troy Berg over there at third base coming across and making the catch on the pop fly. That's out number 1.
The catcher, number 29, Parker Burt.
So Parker Burt will be the next man on. As we just talked about, the catcher. It'll go back to the top of the lineup for the Spuds after this, with Burt coming in to chase Burke after that. Burt and Burke. Burt out of Mansfield, Texas, and another strike from Kyler Beekman. 0-1 count with 1 out. A nice low pitch away, and Beekman wants to put on the accelerator. This one's sent right into the glove of Abelhausen. 2 quick outs for the Big Sticks as the infield all but ready for that. Let's take another look at it with this Cornerstone Bank replay, as you see Abelhausen coming over to make the catch. So a 2-out pitch as we go back to the top of the lineup with Chase Burke, the center fielder. Beekman the pitch, and a breaking ball for a strike. Count moves to 0-1, and he's 2 away from ending this half inning in the blink of an eye. 0-1 and 2 outs, the Beekman pitch, in it goes, and this time it's a ball, too far away. Burke was taken out in his last at-bat after he had an opportunity at a walk but tried to go to second and could not make it in time. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count, and Kyler Beekman 1 away from ending the top of the second inning. He's ready for more. Pitches along, it's on the way, and he struck him out. Kyler Beekman's 37th strikeout of the year, and he does it in style. Let's take another look at it. Lunges in that breaking ball, and it was too late of a reaction by Caleb Simmons. That ends the top of the second. Kyler Beekman with a strikeout, and the Big Sticks defense coming to play. We'll be back for the bottom of the second in a 1-1 game in Dickinson.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
Western Cooperative Credit Union is your local loan headquarters. Thinking about a new car or truck, ATV, boat, or RV? We'll make the process quick and easy. Call us today. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way. Western Cooperative Credit Union is dedicated to offering you the best financial services around. We're local, we're personal, and we're great at what we do for you. Join the herd. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way.
Welcome back here to Dickinson, North Dakota. Bottom of the second inning between the Big Sticks and the Spuds, as the Big Sticks defense went 1-2-3 on Casper in the top half of this inning, and a chance to capitalize with more great play offensively this time. The Big Sticks scored 1 run off of a Quade Peters wild pitch run, and that's how they were able to tie the game. The Big Sticks defense did the rest in the next frame. And now we'll see the leadoff hitter for this half inning for the Big Sticks. It looks like it's Cam Crater, the left fielder. So it will be Crater, Troy Berg, and Quade Peters. 8-9-1 for the Big Sticks to start things off.
Schmidt is at 25 pitches.
Ryan Schmidt currently at 25 pitches here for Casper. So already with a decent amount of pitches under his belt. And that could be something that weighs on him even more as this game moves on. The Big Sticks could use that to their advantage to kind of get him worn down. Again, remember, this is just a 7-inning game between the Big Sticks and the Spuds in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. As Crater gets ready to come on. 44 at-bats on the year, a 227 average, 10 hits total, 4 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 14 runs. Did not play in game number 1 today, but he's ready to play now. And he is ready to send one to the moon for the Big Sticks. The leadoff hitter in the 4th frame of the game. Bottom of the 2nd for Crater. Pitch coming in from Schmidt. And he shows bunt, and it looks like it fouled off of his body. And looks as though that is going to be an out. Yeah, so it looked like it went off of his body. So Cam Crater, an early out here, as he advanced the ball because it touched his body and went into fair play. So that's an out for the Big Sticks, and it's one of those unfortunate rules if you're a baseball player that sometimes happen to occur. So Crater's out of the game on an unfortunate missed bunt attempt. In comes Troy Berg in the number 9 spot. And that will be a high play for a ball, 1-0 after the pitch from Ryan Schmidt. Here's another look at it as Crater bunts it off. Look how it deflects off of his body. That's where the out comes from. And that's the rule, especially not only here in the Independence League, but all of baseball, so you can't do that. Bottom of the 2nd, 1-0 count. And it's high and away, and that'll be ball 2 for Troy Berg. The Big Sticks with 1 hit total on this game thus far from Danny Rogers earlier. They're the only team that has a hit thus far in the game, as both teams kind of trying to get their bearing offensively. And he's going to walk Troy Berg. Berg over to first base, as Ryan Schmidt has another walk in this game early on. That is his 3rd walk early here for the Casper Spuds. As we go back to the top of the lineup with the man who has scored the lone run of the game for the Big Sticks, Quade Peters. Now he wants a hit for Badlands. He was walked earlier on. So looking on, pitch in. Breaking ball and a strike, 0-1 count. Schmidt does not have a strikeout yet on this game, as we have an 0-1 count. And a near pickoff back to first, 0-1 count. But Ryan Schmidt keeping a very close eye over there at Troy Berg, who likes to go for stolen bases if he can. And this one goes off of Parker Burt, and that will send him all the way to second. So Quade Peters does get to second base, not a stolen base, but instead a wild pitch thrown, resulting in him advancing. 1-1 count now for Quade Peters. There's a look at Berg, the tying run for the Big Sticks, over at second base right now. Peters ready. 1-1. And a carbon copy play. Peters over to third. 2 straight wild pitches results in Berg going from first to third base. He goes from one corner to the other, and he's in the hot corner now. And he's that close to a potential run for the Big Sticks to capture their first lead of the day. 2-1 count and 1 out. Quade Peters could deliver a shot into the gap to give the Big Sticks the lead. Looking on, he's ready. And he swings one towards left. It's going to drift out for a foul ball as it crashes against the wall. So it gets rejected by the wall. Count goes to 2-2. Another bat for Peters. 1-out pitch. And it goes off of the hand, and he can't find it. That's going to score a run for the Big Sticks. Troy Bird to home plate as Parker Burt couldn't find the baseball. It was Where's Waldo at home plate, and the Big Sticks score a run off of it. The second wild pitch the Big Sticks have scored on today. Now both Berg and Peters with runs. So Peters still ready, and now it's a full count of 3-2 with 1 out. No runners on base for the Big Sticks. First lead of the day for Badlands. Pitch on the way, and Peters sends it right to him. Schmidt over to first, and Danielewicz gets the out. So Peters turned away for out number 2. They'll send on Marcus Abelhausen for the Big Sticks.
Marcus Abelhausen.
As they have a 2-1 lead to work with, and Abelhausen with a chance to get his first hit of the game. Playing shortstop today in the infield for the Big Sticks, and doing a good job of it. Out of Gonzaga and Mercer Island, Washington. Was one of the leadoff hitters in game number 1. And he swings one over the right field line, and Danielewicz makes the grounding catch for the out. But the Big Sticks add another run. A wild pitch from the Casper Spuds results in Troy Iceberg coming to home. 2-1, Badlands on top as we head to the 3rd inning.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services.
You have many co-pilots in life. And for 4 generations, we've been happy to help keep you on the road with all of them. Whether it's your first vehicle or your 10th, we're proud to be at your side when you need us. Think of us as the co-pilot that keeps you in the driver's seat. We've been proud to be by your side for 100 years. Here's to the next 100. Sachs Motor Company in Dickinson, North Dakota.
For working on your swing, learning the game of golf, watching a sporting event, or just relaxing and having a drink, the newly renovated Just Golf in Dickinson is just the ticket. Featuring a 4-site golf simulator and a great lounge area with beer, wine, and other drink options available. Just Golf is a great option for any get-together. Book a time online at justinglassnd.com or call us at 483-JUST. For a premium indoor golf experience, Just Golf is just what you need.
Back to the top of the lineup here in Dickinson, North Dakota, as the Big Sticks and Spuds square off. Big Sticks with a 2-1 lead on Casper now, despite not having a hit in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It was Troy Berg who came home on a wild pitch. And a pitch from Kyler Beekman still on the mound for a 1-0, well to the inside. Chase Burke in the top of the lineup here for Casper. Pitch is in, and he swings it into the net for a 1-1 on a foul ball. And we talked a lot about Chase Burke in this series for the Casper Spuds. He's been the leadoff hitter in every single game, as that is going to bounce off of him, and that will be a hit by pitch. So Kyler Beekman don't see that very often, a very rare mistake for him.
Fans, and
that sends Chase Burke on to first base for the Casper Spuds. Hit by pitch from Beekman.
Here goes for $3 through the end of the inning.
The Spuds now with a chance to use that to their advantage. So Beekman looking back on. Chandler Stocking back up to home plate, already with a run in this game. The 1 run that the Spuds have scored thus far, and that was on a wild pitch. 96 at-bats on the year, a 260 average, 25 hits total, 2 doubles, 20 RBIs, and 19 runs. as there's a conversation over at first base. Not sure what that was about. But after that hit by pitch, Beekman ready for the next one. Here it comes. And it's a breaking ball that leans to the outside. And that will give us ball number 1 with a 1-0 count. And this one sent towards the third base dugout, and it skips past some of the other interns out there. Count goes to 1-1. Big Sticks defense has played some pretty good baseball since an early problem spot in the top of the first. Since then, they've been a lot more locked in, and they seemingly rally around Kyler Beekman, and they believe in his performance. This one sent to Abelhausen. He will touch the bag at second, throw to first for the double play. Second double play of the game for the Badlands Big Sticks as Marcus Abelhausen is on it once again. Fantastic stuff from him. He's playing some inspired defense today as he cooked that like a Gordon Ramsay baseball version. In comes Matthew Marsick for the Casper Spuds here in the top of the third. And it's to the outside, and that will be ball number 1 for a 1-0 count. Marsick, the left fielder from Arlington, Texas. And Beekman on a fastball for a strike. 1-1 with 2 outs. Beekman with 1 K in this game. He's capable of a lot more. Hasn't needed it today as his defense has provided for him, and that's got to be a huge relief to have. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Swung along the left field line. It's going to drift out of play and go outside the Big Sticks bullpen for a foul ball. 2-2 count with 2 outs. 2s across the board for the first time today. Marsick ready. And he swings one that Rogers collects, throws to Beekman, and he just got him in time. Danny Rogers able to find Kyler Beekman in the nick of time, and the Big Sticks go 1-2-3 on the Casper Spuds once again after the top of the third inning. We'll take another look on the replay as you see the hit coming in from Matthew Marsick. And it skipped in. Rogers had to lunge for it, was well out of position. Beekman came over and not yet. There, yes, he got him out, I believe, just before he touched that bag. So clean out for the Big Sticks. Badlands still with a 2-1 lead on the Casper Spuds. We'll be back in just a moment, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Make the most of your summer with a quick stop at Rosie's Food and Gas in South Dickinson. You'll find everything from live bait to lottery tickets. Pick up a hunting or fishing license, or even borrow a life jacket. Cool off with a for real ice cream shake, or pick up a snack on the way to the Big Sticks game. Rosie's Food and Gas, 1 block west of the Astoria Field in Dickinson.
The Eagles Club in downtown Dickinson is the best place to get together with your friends and enjoy a nice cold beverage any time of the day. They have weekly lunch specials from 11 to 1:30 and beer and wings Thursdays from 5 to 9. The Eagles is also available for your special event. Call now to reserve your date. You'll find everything the Eagles is planning on their Facebook page, and you can check out their monthly calendar to see all the entertainment and events going on. Whether you're looking for something different for lunch or something fun to do with your friends, try the Eagles in downtown Dickinson.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
Welcome Welcome back to Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark for the bottom of the third inning between the Big Sticks and the Spuds in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Isaac Huddle, leadoff hitter in this half inning. There he is on your television screen here on the right side. And he is looking very inspired to hit a big shot here. It'll go Huddle, Danny Rogers, and Cam Uran, 3, 4, 5 for the Big Sticks to lead off in this half inning. Rogers already with a hit in this game, so he'll be a big factor to watch. Ryan Schmidt still on the mound for the Spuds. Big Sticks now front running for really the first time in this entire series. Even last night in the 6-3 victory, they were down for most of that game. Only came back late, so this is a bit of an unusual position for them. And we'll see how they can use that to their advantage. Usually when the Big Sticks are on top early, it's a good sign of things to come. So Schmidt ready for Huddle. 2-1, Big Sticks on top, looking for their second hit of the game. Pitch to Huddle. And he swings one along the third baseline. Daniel's there, and that'll be out one. Quickly touches the bag. So the Spuds outfield responding same as the Big Sticks. And we'll see Danny Rogers come up next, the first baseman for the Big Sticks. He has seen the light, and this guy is absolutely monstrous. Already has a hit in this game, and maybe he's about to have one of those days for the Big Sticks. If he gets one early, he can usually use that to his advantage and really start to rake them in. That's an outside pitch for ball one and a 1-0 count. And it breezes to the inside. Grounding pitch that goes past Rogers. 100 at-bats this year, a 230 average, 23 hits, 4 doubles. All that to his name. And it's a wild pitch that goes well away for ball 3. He might not even get a chance here. 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. Both of those stat totals lead the team. And really, it isn't even close. No one else on the team even comes within 16. And Rogers will have that one be listed as a walk. So they are going to call it a walk. I thought it was a strike at first, but Rogers on to first base. So another walk here for Ryan Schmidt, as that will be number 4 on the day for him. So Rogers at first as Cam Uran comes on, the right fielder. And that's an outside pitch for a strike. 0-1 right on that left part of home plate boundary. 0-1 count and 1 out. Uran waiting. Pitch in from Schmidt, and that's another one to the outside. This time not as fortunate. Count goes to 1-1. Schmidt coming in as a second half player for Cooper Hack. Hack still on the team as well, but Schmidt came in a bit later. Getting ready for another pitch here to the outside, and that'll be ball 2 for a 2-1 count. Still waiting here is Cam Uran, of course, another one of those new players that came in the second half. We talked a lot about how lineups have shifted as of late in the Independence League, as he fouls it off near the first base bag. But that's why the dynamic is so much more changed in the Independence League, and why it's really anybody's race. And this is where culture and development really comes into play for all sides. We saw the Spearfish Sasquatch win the second half last year, despite not being the team to beat in the first half. So that can take place. Swing and a miss for Uran. He gets struck out. That takes care of him, and that is the first strikeout of this half inning and the first strikeout overall for Ryan Schmidt.
For the Big Sticks, the designated hitter, number 24, Royce Van Dyne.
So in comes Royce Van Dyne, and still have a 2-out pitch, and Danny Rogers over at first base. But he's got some work to do here. Was able to hit a double yesterday in game 2 of this series. Waiting on this one. It's low and away, and that'll be ball one for a 1-0 count. Big Sticks trying to put pedal to the metal, knowing they don't have as much time left in this game. Just 7 innings of action to work with, barring extras. As that's to the inside, Burt just able to find it. Count moves to 2-0, 2 outs. And that one driven too far to the inside. That'll be ball 3. And what we've noticed a lot of here is that Schmidt is more of a low pitcher. Pitches a lot of low into the inside balls. And that's kind of what we've seen throughout this game. And fortunately, it's been a lot more times balls than strikes. And we just saw another one. Van Dyne onto first, and that's the second time he'll be on base today, courtesy of a walk. Ryan Schmidt, that is his 5th walk of the game, his first of this half inning. Van Dyne onto first, Rogers at second, as Erlob comes in for the Big Sticks. And we'll see Parker Burt also discussing matters with him. Out of West Fargo and Neosho County Community College. Erlob ready for this next play. And thus far on the year, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, 14 hits overall, 286 slugging percentage, and a 200 average right at that Mendoza line. Runners at first and second. Erlob ready. And it is going to get away from Burt. Rogers on to third, Van Dyne on to second. Runners advance positions for the Big Sticks. And we've seen just how crucial wild pitches can be in this game. The Big Sticks have scored 2 of those already off of wild pitches. Troy Berg and Quade Peters, the lucky recipients. And now they've got Rogers over there at third. Another wild pitch could again score the Big Sticks a run. Erlob ready with a 1-0 count and 2 outs. And it just about did get away from Parker Burt. He's able to find it in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-0. But right now, the Casper Spuds pitching and catching, playing with fire at DCB&T. And quickly, the Casper Spuds are going to call time. Bulls running out to the mound to have a quick conversation.
Hey fans, since we got a second here, just a quick update. You'll see on the schedule, we had a scrimmage scheduled on Wednesday.
So again, 2-0 count with 2 outs. Thus far in the game, if you're just joining us here at DCB&T, the Big Sticks up 2-1. They've scored on 2 wild pitches thrown by Ryan Schmidt, who is going to come out of the game. So there'll be a new pitcher coming out of the bullpen here for the Casper Spuds. It will be a pitching change. So the Big Sticks will have runners on second and third. We'll see a new pitcher coming on soon here at DCB&T. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back from Dickinson.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robin Schwint, Marketing Manager at Consolidated, reminding you that when you come across a deal you think is pretty good, compare apples to apples. Sometimes when a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and you might get stuck in something that just doesn't work for you. At Consolidated, we will find the best internet, phone, or cable TV package for you, all backed by the reliability and service from over 100 local employees. Plus, if you find a better deal out there, apples to apples, we will meet or beat that price. That's our guarantee. Consolidated, reach the world from here.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing.
To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
New pitcher on the mound here for the Casper Spuds. It is Mac Wilkins. First time pitching here for the Spuds against the Big Sticks this season. Has played catcher in the past, but again, much like a lot of Spuds players, he's a very multifaceted guy that can find multiple avenues to use his talents. So still a 2-out pitch with a 2-0 count. And up to bat for the Big Sticks is still Alex Erlob.
For the Big Sticks, second baseman, number 1, Alex Erlob.
Erlob, number 6 in the lineup, or rather number 7 in the lineup. As the Big Sticks have went all the way through. Started off this half inning with Isaac Huddle and have since went there to the situation we have now. Runners on second and third with Erlob up to bat. 2-0. And that one just about got off the glove of Parker Burt. He was able to come back to it, but the count now moves to 3-0. And this could be the danger zone for the Casper Spuds. Big Sticks with a chance to put another run on the board if another wild pitch is thrown. And if not, if it's a ball, the Big Sticks have bases loaded. And it's inside. He is going to walk Alex Erlob. On to first goes Erlob. Bases loaded for the Big Sticks. So Cam Crater coming up as the Big Sticks have a chance to really put it in early on Casper. So Crater ready. Bases loaded coming up. Mac Wilkins having to really work at this one. That's up and away for ball one. It's a 1-0 count. Wilkins with not a lot of pitching experience thus far on the year. A 1-0. That's low and away, and that works to a ball two for a 2-0 count. Danny Rogers at third, Morris Van Dyne at second, Alex Erlob at first for the Big Sticks. Cam Crater out of left field, currently at home plate. Inside pitch that almost gets away from Burt. Count moves to 2-0, but now 3-0 count. And if he walks him as well, the Big Sticks will get a run that is walked in with Danny Rogers. And that would extend their lead to 2. Here's the pitch. And it's high. Another walk for the Big Sticks. That'll score a run. Danny Rogers coming to home plate. Big Sticks extend the lead here in Dickinson.
That Big Sticks walk is sponsored by Advanced Vision Center. Getting a look at this.
So 3-1 Big Sticks now on top. Rogers with a hit and 1 run in the game now.
For the Big Sticks, third baseman, number 19, Troy Bird.
Troy Bird getting ready. He has a run of his own. And the Big Sticks still do not have any RBIs in this game and have yet put up 3 runs early on. And Bowles is going to call time once again. So we'll see if he wants to keep Wilkins out there. Looks as though that he will for the moment, but as we also see Parker Burt coming back out. Again, Spuds working with a somewhat limited roster here in Dickinson today. So you can only have so many options, and actually there will be a new pitcher coming out. So the Spuds do make a pitching change after a delay, and we'll be back after this break. After he warms up, we'll find out who it is. Bottom of the third between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. 3-1, Badlands on top.
I wonder how much my car is worth. I just don't drive it anymore.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
I'm tired of my old car. I just want something different.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
What about boats and campers?
Dan Porter Motors will buy it. Now, for a limited time, Dan Porter Motors will give you the most for your car, boat, pickup, camper, motorcycle, jet ski, tractor. You get the picture. Just stop in, give them the keys, and they'll write you a check. It's that simple. See Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
Toys.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
You got it on video, right?
Yeah, it's rolling.
Might be quick. Here we go.
It's rolling.
Oh, you got it, right?
I got it all.
You got the whole ride?
In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
World-renowned YouTube chef Lamise O brings her authentic Caribbean cuisine to the Dickinson area. Island Cuisine is open in the St. Joe's Plaza with available takeout and dine-in options. You'll find their entire menu on Facebook or call 483-9918 to place a pickup order. Enjoy incredible dishes like brown stewed chicken or everyone's favorite, Rasta pasta. Call now to order or stop in. Island Cuisine, located in St. Joe's Plaza, Dickinson.
Welcome back to DCB&T. Troy Berg up to bat, bases loaded for the Big Sticks, and Jacob Griffin on the mound for the Spuds. Remember that he played in game 1 of this series early on. Didn't get a lot of action, so back out now for Casper. 5 innings pitched total on the year, dating back to that game. Bases loaded for Badlands, as that'll be a strike for an 0-1, or rather a 1-1 count now. Troy Berg, number 9 in the lineup, and the Big Sticks could potentially go back through. And a lot has happened in this 2-out sequence. We've had 2 new pitchers since then, as that one is grounded almost away. And Parker Bird, boy, he's been a busy man. He's been all over the place trying to collect the baseball. As there's been a lot of, unfortunately for the Spuds, a lot of wild pitches today. 2-1. Royce Van Dyne at third, Alex Erlob at second, and Cam Crater over at first. And again, it's to the outside. That'll be ball 2, turned into ball 3. 3-1 count and 2 outs. And Troy Berg could get walked over to first, which would walk in Royce Van Dyne for the Big Sticks, extend this lead to 4-1. Here's the other pitch, and this one swung high and away. It will be playable. Spuds looking to catch up with it, and it will be dropped. Nobody saw it, and the Big Sticks are going to score a run.
Everybody clap your hands.
An inexplicable play leads to the Big Sticks scoring with Royce Van Dyne, as well as it looks like Alex Erlob. Somehow the Big Sticks put in 2 runs in that one play, as Casper, nothing going right for them in the bottom of the third. 5-1 Big Sticks on top, as that will be the second hit of the game, and it goes to Troy Berg, a 2 RBI swing. Back to the top of the lineup with Quade Peters now. Royce Van Dyne and Erlob both with their first runs of the game. Big Sticks have runners at first and second, Berg over at first, and Cam Crater at second base right now. And he tried to throw it back over to second. Was not able to do it. 1-0 count and 2 outs. And for a team that's usually so disciplined, the Casper Spuds have just been anything but thus far in this game. Lots of defensive errors and mistakes that just normally don't see from them. As that one throw back to second, and it got away again. Crater, oh boy, he took a shot over there. Lost his helmet, and he's in some pain. Able to get up at least under his own power. Jordan Price also over there trying to make sure that Crater's all right. And it looks as though he's okay, at least for the moment. Up under his own power, so good to see. And Jordan Price just trying to make sure that he doesn't have anything too serious. And they are going to call in a new runner, so the Big Sticks looks like they're going to send in as well a training person over there just to make sure the Crater gets the all clear. And of course, with today's modern landscape, you want to make sure that anything especially associated with the head area is not that dangerous here. So a 2-0 count. Crater looking on. When we saw the helmet came off over at second base, and he seemed kind of pointing to the back of his head as well. Probably pointing to where he took the shot from. And they're just kind of going over the procedures. What's happening right now is they're making sure that he doesn't have any concussion-related symptoms. Of course, we won't speculate too much, but that's what we would be looking to see. Here's a replay of it. And there's where it happened. You see how the leg kind of crashes against his left part of the head right there. And the helmet kind of flew off, and then he takes the shot near the crown of his head, it looks like. So that's why the hit was a bit more difficult for Cam Crater. Nobody's fault, obviously, just kind of a victim of circumstance. So he continues to get checked out as the Big Sticks hope that he can continue. Crater has been such a great player for the Big Sticks, especially as of late. Has really started cooking, and it looks as though he's going to stay out there at second base. So Crater's okay, and that's a great sight here at DCB&T. So Cam Crater all good. Runner still at first and second for the Big Sticks. Quade Peters still up to bat with a 2-0 count and 2 outs. He's got Troy Berger first and Crater at second. And Peters ready, looking on. And he swings one high away. This will be playable over towards first. And Stocking makes the catch. And the third inning finally comes to an end after what was a long sequence. But the Big Sticks put up 3 runs in the Casper Spuds after some massive defensive errors. 5-1, Badlands on top. We'll head to the 4th inning in just a moment.
Thank you for...
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity. It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op
is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
Western Cooperative Credit Union is your local loan headquarters. Thinking about a new car or truck, ATV, boat, or RV? We'll make the process quick and easy. Call us today. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way. Western Cooperative Credit Union is dedicated to offering you the best financial services around. We're local, we're personal, and we're great at what we do for you. Join the herd. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way.
back to Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. Nathan Martinez, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th inning. Big Sticks with a 5-1 lead after a sensational bottom of the 3rd, capitalizing on Spuds' defensive mistakes. And they'll look to continue that here with Beekman. Still on the mound, still doing things like breaking balls. So that's a 1-0. 1-0 count with no outs. And this one will be fouled into the net. Count goes to 1-1.
25 pitches.
Beekman at 25 pitches total. He's limited his pitch count. That's why he has such durability, because he can get so many strikeouts and limit how many opportunities that his opponent has that it really helps him out. 1-1. And that one's high and away. Count goes to a 2-1. This one's sent over towards the right field line, and that is going to result in a base hit. So Nathan Martinez, the leadoff hitter for this half inning, gets a hit for the Casper Spuds, and they are in business early.
For the Spuds, number 9, Dawson Baracani.
Dawson Baracani will be the next man up here for Casper. Third baseman. Again, the Spuds have a bit of work to do to catch up in this game. But this is certainly a start against a really good pitcher in Kyler Beekman. Not easy to get hits on him, but they'll need a lot more than that here. And that one is delivered for a ball 1 and a 1-0 count. Baracani, Danielwitz, the other two leadoff hitters in this half inning for Casper. As that one's high and away. Count will move to 2-0. But Beekman's a guy who can get to a 3-0 count and always seem to find his way out of it. One of his better aspects as a pitcher. He's got a lot of resourcefulness. To the inside, and that will be ball 3. So a 3-0 count now. And he could put another runner on base, but Beekman could just be trying to bait him in. That's the one thing you never know with Beekman. 3-0 count. And it's a breaking ball for a strike. He put that one exactly where he wanted to. One thing that pitchers always look for is control. Well, Kyler Beekman certainly has it. Has absolute control over his pitches. Knows what he wants to do with them. This one's sent into left center, and that'll be another base hit for the Spuds. Martinez over the hot corner. It's a race. It's bobbled at the track, and Martinez is coming all the way home. He'll score a run for the Spuds. A massive shot and an RBI double for Casper, and they bring the lead to 3. Dawson Baracani with his first hit of the game, and that was a beautiful shot right into the gap, right over the head of Abelhausen. Run number 2, and the Spuds are in business now. Lucas Danielwitz on, as that's a breaking ball for a strike and an 0-1. 0-1 count, still no outs here for Casper, and they got a chance to keep cooking. Beekman looks back, and that breaking ball goes a little bit too far away. Count goes to 1-1 here. Thus far, Casper's taking it right to Kyler Beekman. Not an easy thing to do, but they found a flow that is hard to dispute early, and the Big Sticks making the most of it. Bunt is shown, over to Beekman, throw to third, and that'll be missed. And that'll potentially score another run here for the Casper Spuds, and it will. Coming home all the way, and now a 5-3 game on the missed throw as Beekman was trying to get it back to Troy Berg. Lucas Danielwitz delivered the double, and now he delivers a run. And that is an error for the Big Sticks, their first of the game. And Lucas Danielwitz goes all the way to second before he stopped. So all of a sudden, it is a 2-run game here in Dickinson. The Casper Spuds have responded off some Big Sticks defensive mistakes. That fouled into the net. Still no outs for Badlands here in the top of the 4th. 0-1 count. Breaking ball from Beekman that goes high. Count goes to 1-1. This one, oh man, falling over on the bunt attempt. And we'll take another look at it. He did not get hit, it looks like, but he fell over dramatically as if he'd had. And here's the attempt, and oh yeah, he was just trying to avoid it, and it came off of his batting careen for a foul ball. So unlucky turn of events. Count goes to 1-2.
That big stick strikeout from Tyler Beekman is brought to you by Dickinson Tire. Visit Dickinson Tire for all your car service needs. Now batting for the Spuds, number 29, Parker Burt.
All right, Parker Burt next up here for the Casper Spuds after that beautiful Kyler Beekman strikeout. 1 out now. Beekman looking back, pitches on, high and away, and that will be ball 1 for a 1-0 count. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. 1-1 count as Beekman keeps it up.
That foul ball is
He's got a heck of a tempo that he is using to his advantage right now.
For all your real estate needs.
1-1 with 1 out. Parker Burt still looking for a big shot here. Spuds have responded as of late, as that's a breaking ball for a strike, and that one had some extra form on it for Kyler Beekman. Now a 1-2 with 1 out, and a chance for a second straight strikeout. Looking to put it right in the hole. Still over at second for the Spuds is a base runner. Can capitalize on that. Martinez there, sent over towards right, and that one will go over the garden and almost into the inflatable. Count stays at 1-2. Runner on second for the Spuds. And we've seen a lot of those, and it looks like a shift's going to be called here for the Big Sticks. That one high and away for ball 2. It looks like Cameron Guevara was motioning over Alex Erlob over towards that right field area, and they tried the shift. Didn't end up mattering on the high pitch, but that shows that the in-game adjustments are still happening as we speak for the Big Sticks, and there you go again. This one over towards Abelhausen. He will throw to first for out number 2 here in this half inning. That does advance Lucas Danielewicz over to third base. And that sends on the next batter here for the Casper Spuds, now with a 2-out pitch coming up in a 5-3 game.
1, Caleb Simmons.
Caleb Simmons on, number 9 in the lineup. So Simmons ready. 2-out pitch. Beekman high and away, and that will be ball number 1. 1-0 count. And sent that one low for ball 2. There's a look at Danielewicz over in the hot corner right now. Simmons the right fielder tonight. A 2-0 count on Beekman. The Beekman pitch. And a strike. 2-1 count for Kyler Beekman. Now he needs 2 strikes away to end the top of the 4th inning here for the Big Sticks, as that will be another ball for a 3-1. 3-1 count now. Beekman looking on. Remember, no wild pitches can be afforded here for the Big Sticks either, or else you risk even more damage and allowing the Spuds to make it a 1-run game. 3-1 the count. Beekman ready. Pitches in and swung into the net. That results in a foul ball. The count goes full. 3-2 with 2 outs coming up, and a chance for another Beekman K. Beekman ready. Pitch on. Outside, he walked him. So Caleb Simmons on to first base for the Casper Spuds. They now have runners in the corners, and the Spuds are continuing to put themselves in position, and Kyler Beekman making uncharacteristic mistakes thus far here in this half inning. Just hasn't been the clean inning that he was looking for. So that sends on the next batter here for the Casper Spuds. A 5-3 game. And a swing and a miss, as that is Mac Wilkins, I believe, number 26. There's been so many substitutions with the Spuds, it's hard to keep track of it all. That is Wilkins. So an 0-1 count. Or Jacob Griffin, my apologies. So that is Jacob Griffin. He usually pitches behind Caleb Simmons, but he will be number 9 in the lineup now. 1-1. And that's a strike for Beekman. And he nudges closer and closer to that strikeout. Spuds still looking to strike in a 5-3 game. Beekman looking at the next pitch. 1-2, 2 outs. And it goes, and he gets the strikeout. His second K of the half inning, and the Big Sticks turn away the Spuds from any further damage. And Kyler Beekman remains clutch as ever. 5-3 game, Big Sticks on top. The Spuds answer with a couple more runs here in this half inning. We'll be right back after this break here in Dickinson. Bottom of the fourth when we return.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
You have many co-pilots in life. And for 4 generations, we've been happy to help keep you on the road with all of them. Whether it's your first vehicle or your 10th, we're proud to be at your side when you need us. Think of us as the co-pilot that keeps you in the driver's seat. We've been proud to be by your side for 100 years. Here's to the next 100. Sachs Motor Company in Dickinson, North Dakota.
For working on your swing, learning the game of golf, watching a sporting event, or just relaxing and having a drink, the newly renovated Just Golf in Dickinson is just the ticket. Featuring a 4-site golf simulator and a great lounge area with beer, wine, and other drink options available. Just Golf is a great option for any get-together. Book a time online at justinglassnd.com or call us at 483-JUST. For a premium indoor golf experience, Just Golf is just what you need.
Brooklyn. It's strictly a coincidence, I promise.
Guys, if you don't watch your words in a classroom, you'll get suspended.
All right, so if you have that winning 50-50 ticket, head up underneath the Founding Fathers board to claim your winnings. Congratulations, Brooklyn, on winning.
Welcome back to Dickinson, North Dakota here for the bottom of the fourth inning. Marcus Abelhausen ready to go up to bat as the Big Sticks look to rest on the 5-3 lead that they currently have against the Casper Spuds. Thus far, it has been all systems go. A little bit of a hiccup, though, in the top of the fourth as they gave up 2 runs, and Kyler Beekman made a couple of mistakes along with the defense, but still overall in good spot. And that'll be a strike for an 0-1. Marcus Abelhausen, number 2 in the lineup. It'll go Abelhausen, Isaac Huddle, and Danny Rogers. 2-3-4 for the Big Sticks to lead off in this half inning. And Abelhausen swings it away and is going to drift to the outside on a foul ball out of the ballpark. And it is quickly 0-2, so chance here for the Spuds to capitalize as there's a nice juggling job going on over there. It is that time for state fairs in some places, so maybe he should join in on the act. That'll be a 1 ball for a 1-2 count. Abelhausen still looking for his first hit of the game for the Big Sticks, trying to maintain that competitive edge that he's had before. Pitch in, and he swings it towards left. That'll be another foul ball. Watch out, bounce house, and watch out, cars. That one definitely bounced off of one. So the count is going to stay at 1-2 with no outs. And that will be a grounding pitch that Parker Burt has to work to collect. It'll be ball number 2. And we've seen that quite a few times from the Casper Spuds today. Just having those issues back and forth, but still trying to maintain that consistency. Huddle on deck for the Big Sticks. Abelhausen ready. And another foul ball over towards the backstop. Both teams have made defensive mistakes throughout this game, and it's cost them at different points, but rest assured, still an overall solid position are the Big Sticks. And he swings one into the gap in left, and it'll settle down and be caught. Left fielder for the Spuds was right there as Matthew Marson came over in his usual spot, and that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Isaac Huddle, the catcher, getting ready to come on for Badlands. Looking for his first hit of the game as well. Big Sticks currently with 2 total in the game. That's all that they've needed, though. They've capitalized on Spuds' mistakes besides that. Pitches in, and Huddle watches it go by for the strike. 0-1 count with 1 out. And we're seeing the Spuds still getting better and better throughout this game. And they're keeping it close with the Big Sticks more than anything right now. This one swung into right field. A beautiful shot. Huddle on the double. He's got a single. And the Big Sticks get a hit, and Isaac Huddle gets his first of the game.
First baseman, number 14, Danny Rogers.
And in comes Danny Rogers for the Badlands Big Sticks. Mr. Power, the RBI machine. Getting more home runs than anybody else on the Big Sticks for good reason. He wants to send another one to sayonara. 5-3. A 1-out pitch coming up for Rogers. And Rogers sends one over towards right. Easy catch is made by Stocking. Throw to second, throw to first. Double play for the Casper Spuds. Unreal stuff to end the bottom of the 4th. Let's take another look at it on this replay. Rogers sent it over towards right field. Look at Stocking, and look at the agility, the move over. There's out 1, and then the throw back. Oh, man, that was close. So a double play was called at first, but I'm sure some Big Sticks fans may have an argument against that. We'll be back from the top of the 5th in just a moment from DCB&T.
Make the most of your summer with a quick stop at Rosie's Food and Gas in South Dickinson. You'll find everything from live bait to lottery tickets. Pick up a hunting or fishing license, or even borrow a life jacket. Cool off with a For Real ice cream shake, or pick up a snack on the way to the Big Sticks game. Rosie's Food and Gas, 1 block west of the Astoria Field in Dickinson.
The Eagles Club in downtown Dickinson is the best place to get together with your friends and enjoy a nice cold beverage any time of the day. They have weekly lunch specials from 11 to 1:30 and beer and wings Thursdays from 5 to 9. The Eagles is also available for your special event. Call now to reserve your date. You'll find everything the Eagles is planning on their Facebook page, and you can check out their monthly calendar to see all the entertainment and events going on. Whether you're looking for something different for lunch or something fun to do with your friends, try the Eagles in downtown Dickinson.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
Welcome to the 5th inning between the Big Sticks and the Spuds here at DCB&T Ballpark. 5-3 game as the Casper Spuds defense came through in a huge way just a moment ago. And there is a new pitcher on the mound for Badlands. It is Moses Stokes in for the first time against the Casper Spuds this season. He did pitch against the Spearfish Sasquatch just a few days ago. And he's back on the mound for the Big Sticks here. Out of Dickinson State and Santa Barbara, California.
Please meet by the first base dugout. Thank you.
It took a while before he got his first game of the year, but he's been put into the lineup, and he's emerged as a consistent threat from the mound. 1 inning pitch total on the year. No hits, no runs given up. 1 walk issued and 1 strikeout thus far for Dokes. So it'll be the Spuds on offense. Leading off will be Chandler Stocking, who made that great double play to end the bottom of the 4th just a moment ago. Stocking on, he has 1 run total in the game thus far, and he wants his first hit right here out of Alabama A&M and Midway, Utah. Spuds on the verge of potentially mounting a comeback.
Favorite player of the evening, it's our Jerome Distributing Beer Batter. If Chandler strikes out, all game here goes to $3.
So here comes Chandler Stocking. It will be Stocking, Marsick, and Nathan Martinez as the leadoff hitters for the Spuds in this half inning. 2-3-4 for Casper. So here comes the pitch for Moses Dokes. He's an RHP, and he's ready right here. Sends in a fastball for a strike. Put it down beautifully. Maybe more of a breaking ball than anything else, but either way you call it, it's an 0-1. 0-1 count now. Pitch on the way. Oh my gracious. Tagged him in the back of the helmet and flew way up in the air. Thank goodness that helmet was there, because that was scary looking. A hit by pitch that tagged him, ooh, yeah, right there on the left side. And look at how high up in the air it went afterwards. Glad to see Chandler Stocking able to take that and go to first. Helmet's there, but even still, that's a scary situation. Stocking onto the first base bag, as we'll see Matthew Marsick get ready to come up next, the left fielder. So an early hit by pitch from Dokes, and the drama perhaps not done yet from Dickinson. So Marsick ready on this next pitch. Has had a limited impact today, but throughout this series, his presence has been felt time and time again for the Casper Spuds. So here we go. No count, no outs. Stocking at first. And a swing and a miss for Marsick. That brings it to an 0-1 count here for Casper. All of this in game 2 of today's doubleheader. And remember, this game only 7 innings, so only a bit more for both teams to really show out and potentially take a victory. This one swung into the gap in left center, drifting back. Peters, no, he can't make the diving catch. Coming on now, the Spuds have a chance at a 1-run game, and they are going to have a 1-run game. Chandler Stocking all the way home. And an RBI triple for the Spuds with Matthew Marsick. And all of a sudden, things in Dickinson just got a lot closer and a lot quieter. Nathan Martinez, the next man up, the shortstop, in this 5-4 game out of the College of San Mateo in Murrieta, California. There's a look at Matthew Marsick over in the hot corner. This game's getting dramatic now. Pitch on the way from Dokes. And Huddle's able to grab it to the outside. Count is 1-0. The Big Sticks once had a 5-1 lead. The Spuds have scored 3 unanswered runs since then to bring the game to 1 run. They'll be looking for 4 in just a moment. As Dokes is ready, pitches in, and strike is delivered. 1-1 count now for Moses Dokes. And that's the kind of pitching that he'll have to have from here on out to keep the Big Sticks defensively still at focus and in the game. Big Sticks infield playing up. Rogers and Troy Berg both pretty close to those infield markers. The 1-1 and a swing and a miss, a 1-2. Dokes set it right down. Can he deliver another big pitch here and get his first K of the game? Spuds have 3 hits total. Trying to get number 4 here with the shortstop Martinez. Marsick still in the hot corner. And time called by Martinez. Count stays at 1-2. And folks, remember the history between these two teams. The Spuds have won 5 of 6 this season against the Big Sticks. No other team can even come close to that record against Badlands. As the pitch comes in, swung on deep to center. Peters back all the way at the wall, and it is gone. Sayonara, the Casper Spuds get a home run. Nathan Martinez all the way to the deepest part of center field. And just like that, Casper has taken the lead as he stops at home plate. Wrecked that thing like a demolition derby. Spuds are on top, and Big Sticks fans are beside themselves. 5 unanswered runs in a 6-5 Spuds game where everything looked to be going awry for them has all of a sudden come up roses. 6-5 and a 1-2 count. So the next man up for the Casper Spuds will be Dawson Baracani after the incredible 2-run home run from Nathan Martinez. First home run that we've seen all weekend. Pitch is high and away for ball 2. And the Spuds first base dugout given new life after struggling for most of this game. A 1-0 count from Dokes. This one sent into the gap in left center. Peters drifting back again. He'll make the catch. Clutch catch by Quade Peters. That will be out number 1. And again, he showed you his speed right there. Really had to get back to it and found his way just in time. That'll send on Lucas Daniewicz here for the Casper Spuds. Number 6 in this lineup. But again, only 1 out thus far for Casper. Big Sticks are going to need a lot more. And Moses Dokes, if you're a fan, concerned maybe building about some of the shots that he's given up deep. And another wild pitch to the backstop off the glove of Huddle. Count moves to 1-0. Next pitch from Dokes. And it's high and away for ball 2. 2-0 count. Dokes still looking for his first strikeout of the game. He hasn't walked anybody yet, but even still, you hope that he can figure it out quicker than farther away, as that one is sent high and away. Count moves to 2-1 on the foul ball. Goes into the parking lot to break some more glass. Shade coming out here at DCB&T, so the fans are finally given some relief from the hot sun, but the player's still right in the middle of it. This one swung deep to left, and the sun right in the eyes of Osborne, and he can't make the catch. Another misplay by the Big Sticks, and that will be a play all the way at second for Lucas Daniewicz.
For the Spuds, number 38, Mac Wilkins.
And this Big Sticks fan base, you could hear a pin drop right now. And Jordan Price is going to come out after what has been a tough turn of events for Moses Dokes. And this could be it for the game, and it will be. Dokes is going to go out. So we'll see a new pitcher coming out for the Big Sticks, who have quickly had things go awry after a 5-1 lead, 5 unanswered runs, and a 2-run home run shot from Nathan Martinez in center field. We'll be back in just a moment here from Dickinson.
You all heard the saying, if you go paperless, you can save a tree. Well, when you go paperless with Consolidated, not only will you save a tree, but you'll also save time and money with AutoPay and paperless billing. Sign up today and get a one-time credit up to $10 and a chance to win $150 more. This offer is for residential customers only. Some exclusions apply. Offer expires June 30th. AutoPay and paperless billing. Sign up today by calling 483-4000. Consolidated. Reach the world from here.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing.
To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
It's Bazinga time here in Dickinson because Austin Sheldon is on the mound for the Badlands Big Sticks. Thus far on the year, he has just over 5 innings pitched with 5 hits and 4 runs given up, 2 strikeouts, and a 4.94 ERA for Sheldon as he tries to stop the bleeding here in the top of the 5th against the Casper Spuds, who have poured it on as of late with a 6-5 lead. So we'll see the next man coming up here for the Casper Spuds, as it is number 38. So here comes the next pitch here from Sheldon. And that one high and away. And that results in a ball number 1. So it looks like this is a pinch hitter here for the Casper Spuds. There's been a lot of odd substitutions from them all day. It's been hard to follow all of them. So we'll get that to you in just a second. As that one sent in for a strike. 1-1 count. That is Mac Wilkins, so it is Wilkins up to bat for the first time today. So Mac Wilkins with a 1-1 count. Pitch from Sheldon, and Huddle, boy, just able to find that one. The count goes to 2-1. Wilkins out of FSCJ in Ponte Vedra, Florida. And thus far on the year with a 162 average. Goes along with 6 hits and 2 doubles. 5 RBIs, 8 runs in total for Mac Wilkins. 2-1, and this one will be fouled along the first base line, and that will bring the count to 2-2 with 1 out. If you're just joining us here in Dickinson, the Badlands Big Sticks had a 5-1 lead earlier in this game, but the Casper Spuds have responded in a huge way as of late, all highlighted by a 2-run center field home run from Nathan Martinez to give his team a 6-5 lead. Pitch coming on from Sheldon. In it goes, and it'll be sent towards the gap in right field. That'll be another base hit for the Spuds. Another run is going to score. All the way home for a 7-5 lead. It's Lucas Danielewicz, and it's an RBI single for Mac Wilkins. Make it 6 unanswered runs for Casper.
Number 29, Parker Burt.
And this rough inning for the Badlands Big Sticks just continues. They had held the Spuds to 1 run before the top of the 4th, and all of a sudden they have now given up 7. Down by 2 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. Another pitch coming from Sheldon. And a strike for a breaking ball on an 0-1 count. Disappointing sequence for a Big Sticks defense that has seen some great play today early on in this game, and of course only giving up 2 runs in the entirety of game 1 of today's doubleheader. But a 1-1 count here, and just not a lot of things going right. Spuds have come up in a huge way, and they just continue to find ways to take it to the Badlands Big Sticks when you least expect it, when all hope seems lost. And that'll be sent to the outside by Sheldon. The count is now 2-1 with 1 out. A day of a lot of firsts. The Big Sticks were shut out for the first time this season earlier on in today's game, albeit in 7 innings, but even still, not something they were looking for. This one is sent high and away. It will be playable. Rogers is back, and he'll make a great over-the-shoulder catch. What an outstanding individual effort by Danny Rogers. We'll get another look at that with this Cornerstone Bank replay. Look how he has to locate it, and look how he shifts his body to locate that thing and put it right in his glove. He makes it look so easy, but that is not an easy catch to make, folks. So we will go to the bottom of the lineup with Caleb Simmons, I believe anyway, with a 2-out pitch. Mac Wilkins still at first. And this one sent high and away for ball number 1 for Austin Sheldon. Still looking for his first K of the game. Big Sticks defense just trying to get out of this half inning, and if at all possible. And a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1, and that was a beautiful breaking ball. One thing that this Big Sticks pitching staff has in spades, it is that breaking ball style. They can use it at just about any point and to great effect. And another base hit for the Casper Spuds. The hitting barrage continues. This time it's Caleb Simmons who gets a single. The Simmons single, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup
Jacob Griffin.
with Jacob Griffin. So Griffin out of Scottsdale, Arizona and Ottawa University. With runners at first and second for Casper. Another 2-out pitch coming up. And another chance as well to extend this game and extend the lead. A Sheldon pitch is brought to the outside, and that will be ball number 1 for 1-0. Defensive collapses have hampered the Big Sticks in basically every single game they've played against the Spuds. And that situation somewhat replaying itself today. It's been late in the game before. Today, it happens about at the midway point, but even still, disappointing for the Big Sticks, who have been so eager to play the Spuds this weekend, get some revenge. Not over yet, however, as they'll call that a strike on a high pitch for 1-2, as he just went on that play to Jacob Griffin. Chance for a strikeout here to end the half inning and get us to the bottom of the 5th here in Dickinson. Pitch is on from Austin Sheldon. Runner still at first and second, and this one will be fouled back, and it will go out of the ballpark, and the count remains 1-2.
Did your car get hit from that foul ball? Better call Western Denton Legend Auto Body.
Big Sticks will not have many more chances on offense. This bottom of the 5th juncture will be incredibly crucial for them coming up. Trying to get this end of the inning strikeout. Sheldon still cannot, and 2's across the board with 2 outs coming up. So here comes the next Sheldon pitch. And it's another breaking ball for ball 3. Count now goes full for Sheldon in the Big Sticks. And if he walks this runner on to first, it will be bases loaded for the Casper Spuds. And that could be disastrous for the Big Sticks. Sheldon and Badlands need this out in the worst way right now. And he walked him. It went to the outside. The Spuds put another runner on base. As this time we will watch it be a bases loaded situation, and Jordan Price immediately calls for a new pitcher. So that will be it for Austin Sheldon, as we will return in just a moment here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as the Big Sticks and Spuds exchanging blows, but the Spuds have been getting the better of Badlands as of late. 7-5, Spuds on top.
I wonder how much my car is worth. I just don't drive it anymore.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
I'm tired of my old car. I just want something different.
Dan Porter Motors will buy it.
What about boats and campers?
Dan Porter Motors will buy it. Now, for a limited time, Dan Porter Motors will give you the most for your car, boat, pickup, camper, motorcycle, jet ski, tractor. You get the picture. Just stop in, give them the keys, and they'll write you a check. It's that simple. See Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
Big Boy Toys.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
Keep going.
In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
Welcome back to Dickinson, North Dakota here for the bottom of the 5th inning where the Big Sticks are in desperate need of some crucial pitching, and Kobe Krenz could be that guy here. He comes in relief with 23 innings pitched, 3-1 record overall in the season, 20 hits given up, 12 runs given up, 36 strikeouts, and until earlier today he was tied for the team lead in Ks. He's got a chance to add to that here. A 3.60 ERA.
You're the only guy to give these people cheaper beer.
So in comes Chandler Stocking here for the Casper Spuds. Number 2 in the lineup. Bases loaded here for the Spuds. Kobe Krenz trying to get the Big Sticks out of this half inning as we are still at 2 outs. Next pitch coming up. And Krenz sends in a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1 count. Big Sticks really need to keep this game at 2 runs to continue to have a big chance at potentially coming back. 2 runs you can overcome, but 3-4, that's when things get a little bit hairy. As that's a slider to the outside, just collected by Huddle for a 1-1. And Kobe Krenz, of course, also has been a batter earlier today. We were waiting to see if he was going to pitch in this series as a foul ball goes out towards right field. Count is now 1-2, but we were waiting to see if he would come in at any point. Might not have been the original plan, but here he is now. 1-2 with 2 outs. Krenz looking on. Pitch coming in. Swung on, and it will be another foul ball that goes out of the ballpark.
That foul ball is brought to you by Infinity Real Estate Group.
Krenz with a chance for strikeout number 37 to put himself solidly in that number 2 spot in strikeouts for the Big Sticks. 1-2, 2 outs. And that's high and away for ball 2. Krenz can't quite sneak it in. 2s across the board one more time. We've seen the Big Sticks struggle with this scenario a lot through the top of the 5th. And no understating how big this one is. And this time he does get the strikeout, and the Big Sticks get out of bases loaded. And a timely display of pitching by Kobe Krenz as he snuck in that breaking ball. Beautiful stuff. But the Casper Spuds, an avalanche with 4 runs in the top of the 5th. And a Nathan Martinez 2-run homer to center field. Spuds on top. We'll be right back from Dickinson for the bottom half of the 5th inning.
World-renowned YouTube chef Lamise O brings her authentic Caribbean cuisine to the Dickinson area. Island Cuisine is open in the St. Joe's Plaza with available takeout and dine-in options. You'll find their entire menu on Facebook or call 483-9918 to place a pickup order. Enjoy incredible dishes like brown stew chicken or everyone's favorite, Rasta Pasta. Call now to order or stop in. Island Cuisine, located in St. Joe's Plaza, Dickinson.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology. I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op
is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
Welcome back to DC B&T Ballpark, where the Badlands Big Sticks are down 7-5 now to the Casper Spuds after a tough top of the 5th inning. But there is hope, and it comes in the form of Cam Uran, the leadoff hitter for this half inning, in the right field spot. It will be Cam Uran, Royce Van Dyne, and Alex Erlob for the Big Sticks to lead off. That is 5, 6, and 7. right fielder, DH, and second baseman. So in comes Uran, looking for his first hit of the game.
Number 21, Cam Uran.
Big Sticks with just 3 total hits on the game thus far. Danny Rogers doing most of that damage. But Uran ready here. Pitch from Jacob Griffin still on the mound, and it's low and away. Remember that the Spuds have dealt with their own defensive problems in this game. The Big Sticks could exploit that. And we'll see if the Big Sticks maybe get a few breaks of their own. Spuds had a lot go their way in the top of the 5th. And that's a strike that settles right down for Griffin. Count goes to 1-1. I'll look at some of our fans here at DCB&T today, hoping that the Badlands can find their way to a victory. Pitch is coming in, and it settles in for ball number 2. And the count moves to 2-1 for the Big Sticks, as Cam Uran continues to wait. And it just goes to the inside, almost makes contact with Uran. That will be ball number 3, and Uran will have a chance potentially to get on base for the Big Sticks here. Be huge to start off the bottom of the 5th inning and start any comeback attempts. And outside, he's headed to first base. So a walk is issued by Jacob Griffin, his first of the day, and he's not happy about it. Uran on to first base, and that will send on Royce Van Dyne. The power bat who can truly change a game when given an opportunity. Of his 2 home runs, it's never come from behind, but he might have a chance to deliver one right here. So Van Dyne ready for the Big Sticks. Pitch on the way. Van Dyne watches it go low, and the count goes to 1-0. Between the 2 games today, this is the 12th inning of action between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. Lots of baseball played here today, as Uran's going on to second, and he is going to make it in the nick of time. A stolen base for the Big Sticks, and you got to be aggressive when you're down by a couple runs.
Stolen base.
Stolen base for Uran. He's a step closer to a 1-run game for the Badlands Big Sticks. He's one of those guys that can often be relied upon to deliver those stolen base opportunities, and Jordan Price likely told him, hey, if the opportunity is open, go for it. That's exactly what he did. 2-0 for Van Dyne. And he swings one. Oh, man, he smoked it into the gap in right field. Absolutely pulverized. And coming home is Uran. We got a 1-run game, and Royce Van Dyne has got an RBI double. 7-6, and Royce Van Dyne delivers the shot. Fine dining once again, and Cam Uran gets his first run of the game. 7-6. Big Sticks now down just 1. That sends on Alex Erlob for the Big Sticks, and Royce Van Dyne, we've talked about how he delivers those come-from-behind shots. Was looking for a big one right there. Well, he just did. Put it right past that first base line and caught Lucas Danielwitz napping. 7-6. First run for Badlands since the bottom of the 3rd inning. Erlob ready, Van Dyne at second. Still no outs. And that one sat down. It goes for ball number 1, a 1-0 count now for the Big Sticks. We talked about Erlob. Around a 200 average for the team. Has played a lot, has played in nearly every game this weekend against the Spuds. Lot of action against them, as that'll be a 1-0 count. And that experience comes in huge. You begin to know a team. And a lot of people may wonder, when you play a team so much, how do you still find ways to beat them or play them? It comes down to different rotations of players and players seeing different things and improving. That's how the result can be wildly different from game to game, especially when it comes to the game of baseball. And there could be a chance we have another split doubleheader today. The Big Sticks just did it with the Spearfish Sasquatch last Wednesday. As time is called, and it looks as though we're going to see Mac Wilkins come over to talk to his pitcher in Jacob Griffin. 7-6 game. Royce Van Dyne at second base. He's the tying run right now for Badlands. Trying to overcome 4 unanswered runs that were put on them in the top of the 5th inning, after they had a 5-1 lead. But baseball is definitely a game of momentum, and the Big Sticks often more times than not prove that more than anybody else. Showing once again that it doesn't matter what you just did, it's about what you're doing in the present. Erlob ready for the next pitch. And that will be ball number 4, Erlob onto first base. So Jacob Griffin not delivering the balls that were needed, and it looks like the Spuds are going to call time once again. Casper will do anything that it takes to get a victory here, and they're going to call time once more. So the Spuds defense will quickly convene. We've seen a lot of these tonight, and it looks like Jacob Griffin's coming out of the game. So another pitching change for the Casper Spuds. We'll see a new pitcher coming on momentarily. 7-6 game, and we'll be right back here at DCP&T and on Consolidated Channel. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Western Cooperative Credit Union is your local loan headquarters. Thinking about a new car or truck, ATV, boat, or RV? We'll make the process quick and easy. Call us today. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way. Western Cooperative Credit Union is dedicated to offering you the best financial services around. We're local, we're personal, and we're great at what we do for you. Join the herd. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean-burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company, locally owned, locally strong, the products you need with the service you deserve.
You have many co-pilots in life. And for 4 generations, we've been happy to help keep you on the road with all of them. Whether it's your first vehicle or your 10th, we're proud to be at your side when you need us. Think of us as the co-pilot that keeps you in the driver's seat. We've been proud to be by your side for 100 years. Here's to the next 100. Sachs Motor Company in Dickinson, North Dakota.
Well, it's the kitchen sink strategy for the Casper Spuds. They are throwing out every pitcher that they can get their hands on. Caleb Simmons now on the mound. He's also been batting in this game, so not the first time the Spuds have gone to a guy who's also been a batter in this game and making him into a pitcher. So Caleb Simmons on the mound does not have a lot of pitching experience thus far this year. So we'll see what he can do. The Big Sticks with a chance to strike runners on first and second. And up to bat will be Joe Osborne in just a moment. And if they can capitalize on this opportunity, they can retake the lead after it was taken from them earlier on in the top of the 5th inning. So out comes the conductor of the crazy train, Joe Osborne, for the Badlands Big Sticks.
For the Big Sticks, number 10, Joe Osborne.
Osborne ready. And Simmons actually does not have any experience this year. This is his first time pitching for the Spuds, so we'll see what kind of results we have here. Bunt shown, a high ball, and that results in ball number 1 for a 1-0 count. It has been a marathon of a 7-inning game. This game started at roughly 4:30. It is almost 7, and we are through not even 5 innings yet. High pitch up and away, and that will be ball number 2 for a 2-0 count. Osborne looking for a deep shot for the Big Sticks. Only need 1 run to tie the game up. That would be Royce Van Dyne right now at second base. A good hit could get them the lead. Osborne bunt again, and that one well to the outside, and that will be ball number 3. 3-0 count now. Caleb Simmons ready for the next pitch. And that's high and away for a walk. It's actually going to be called. Looked like it was a strike at first, but instead Joe Osborne on to first. Bases loaded again for the Big Sticks. 4 straight balls from Caleb Simmons. Again, not a lot of experience as a pitcher this year, and already he's issued a walk. So in comes Iceberg, Troy Bird for the Big Sticks. And now a sincere and big chance to take this game over. Well to the outside for ball number 1. It's a 1-0 count. And with the nature of today's doubleheader, the makeup game, 4 games in this series, you kind of get a lot of bullpen arms that start to get worn out. At some point, you don't have a lot of people that you can go to. And that's kind of what we've seen with Casper and Badlands, having to use everybody that they can in this 4-game series, as we have a 1-1 count. This one swung deep to center field, back at the track, at the wall, and it's caught. Chase Burke there, but the Big Sticks are going to score the tying run with Royce Van Dyne. And a sacrifice fly for Iceberg. It's a 7-7 game. So Burke's catch not entirely in vain. Could have been way worse, but it's now 7-7 as the Big Sticks have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So on comes Quade Peters for the Badlands Big Sticks. Now with 1 out. And this Spuds defense is going to have to be on high alert, with the Big Sticks probably making a lot of contact with the baseball, especially with unproven pitching in. Runners in the corners for the Big Sticks. Osborne at first. And over at third is Cam Uran. And going to second is Osborne. He's going to make it. He follows the train tracks all the way to the second base bat.
That's Theodore Roosevelt Regional Airport stolen base.
So good stuff over there from Joe Osborne, as the Big Sticks have runners at second and third. That's a breaking ball that results in ball number 3. A 3-0 count, and Simmons in danger of putting the Big Sticks back in a bases loaded situation with Quade Peters, and in big need of trying to avoid that right here. 3-0 count and 1 out. And that'll be a strike. Well-timed strike, and look at how close up the Spuds infield is playing. If you can't get a strikeout, the best way to get out of this would be some kind of double play on the Big Sticks, which they do have a couple already in this series. Peters swing and a miss. Aggressive on the breaking ball, and it goes to a full count of 3-2 with 1 out. So Peters in danger of getting struck out. There's the leading run right there for the Big Sticks in the hot corner. Peters trying to deliver that. A payoff pitch with 1 out for Caleb Simmons. Pitch is in, and they're going to call it a walk. Peters on to first base, another walk for Caleb Simmons.
Get a good look at this at NDAdvancedVisionCenter.com.
Next man up for the Badlands Big Sticks. Bases are now loaded once again.
Number 2,
Marcus Abelhazen will be the next man on. The shortstop for Badlands. And for Casper, this is becoming a desperate scenario in the bottom of the 5th. And that's a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1 count now for Simmons. Abelhazen still looking for his first hit of the game. He's delivered a couple of shots that have ended up going awry, but got a chance right here. But a high swing and a miss for an 0-2. Abelhazen very aggressive with this at-bat. Of course, Big Sticks have a little bit of leeway, but not too much. Still a tie game, 7-7, and base is still loaded. The Simmons pitch, and it's to the outside for ball number 1. It's a 1-2 count. Peters over at first. 1-2 count with 1 out. And it's a low pitch for ball number 2, second straight from Simmons. 2-2 count with 1 out. Abelhausen swings it for a foul ball. Runners tried to go, it didn't matter. Erlob over in the hot corner. And Joe Osborne at second, Peters at first. That's the base runners right now for the Big Sticks. As this 5th inning has been a long one for both sides. 2-2 count with 1 out. A pop fly that is sent to left field. Coming back down, and the catch is made by Marcic. Coming home, nope, not quite. And that was probably the right call. Alex Erlob thought about going home, but decided to stay in the hot corner, so that's out number 2. Abelhausen can't quite deliver. Isaac Huddle will be the next man on for the Badlands Big Sticks here. Base is still loaded with 2 outs. Big Sticks would be kicking themselves that they couldn't come away with more than a tie game, considering the great situation they found themselves in earlier on in this half inning. Breaking ball from Caleb Simmons, and that results in ball number 1 for a 1-0 count. Huddle waiting on. Spuds trying to get it back to the top of the 6th inning. As that one is sent low. And that results in ball number 2 on another low pitch. We've seen a few of those from Simmons thus far. One thing that the Spuds have done is minimize the wild pitches since the first 2 runs from the Big Sticks were scored by those. And that breaking ball goes for a strike. Count moves to 2-2. Or 2-1 rather. 2-1 with 2 outs. It's to the outside for ball number 3, a 3-1 count. And if he throws a walk here, the Big Sticks will score the lead on a walked-in run for Alex Erlob. Simmons will have to be careful here. 3-1 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss from Huddle. And the count moves full, 3-2 with 2 outs. A payoff pitch coming up. Isaac trying to deliver. Will he get struck out to end this half inning? It would be the first for Caleb Simmons in this game. 3-2 with 2 outs. Runners go, pitch is on. Swung deep to left center field. Burke is back, and he will not make the catch. And the Big Sticks score 3 runs. Coming along to third base and safe, and it gets past him again. Almost an inside the park home run. But the Badlands Big Sticks put up 3 runs, a 3-run triple for Isaac Huddle. As Peters, Erlob, and Osborne all get home. 10-7, Badlands on top. What a dramatic turn of events. And more fun for the Big Sticks. Danny Rogers is on with Huddle in the hot corner. Biggest swing of the game from Huddle. He shows he has that clutch gene once again, as this ball is fouled out for no 1 count.
If that didn't sound good, better call Justin Glass or visit their website.
Big Sticks with 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it gets away. Huddle coming home, and he's going to make it easily. 11-7 is heaven for the Big Sticks. 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Holy mackerel. Badlands right now is tearing things up. As Isaac Huddle, better planner than Bruce Wayne, the 3-run RBI triple, and then he comes home on a wild pitch from Caleb Simmons for an 11-7 Big Sticks lead when all hope was once lost. Another pitch is going to get away. Count goes to 3-1 as Wilkins bobbled it. 18 combined runs, and we're not even done with the 5th inning yet. Insane game between these two. Breaking ball for a strike. Count again goes full. We saw Huddle deliver last time. Now let's see if Rogers can do it here for Badlands. Can Simmons and the Spuds finally get out of this half inning? Rogers fouls it into the backstop. Count stays full. Just enough contact with the center of that bat. Still 3-2 with 2 outs. Big Sticks now with 5 hits in this game, and they have rectified for some of the sloppier play earlier. And he walked Rogers on to first base for the Big Sticks. Another full count goes nowhere for the Casper Spuds. And we have gone full circle in this half inning as Cam Uran will come on next for the Big Sticks. And the Spuds are going to make another time called, as this has just completely gone off the rails. 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th, and Caleb Simmons is going to come out. We'll see another new pitcher. I've lost track of how many there have been for the Casper Spuds, and that's not meant as an insult. I just don't know. So a 2-out pitch coming up for whoever the new pitcher will be for the Casper Spuds, but the Big Sticks, a 3-run RBI triple for Isaac Huddle. He gets home himself, and they take an 11-7 lead. We'll be right back after this break.
For working on your swing, learning the game of golf, watching a sporting event, or just relaxing and having a drink, the newly renovated Just Golf in Dickinson is just the ticket. Featuring a 4-site golf simulator and a great lounge area with beer, wine, and other drink options available. Just Golf is a great option for any get-together. Book a time online at justinglassnd.com or call us at 483-JUST. For a premium indoor golf experience, Just Golf is just what you need.
Make the most of your summer with a quick stop at Rosie's Food and Gas in South Dickinson. You'll find everything from live bait to lottery tickets. Pick up a hunting or fishing license, or even borrow a life jacket. Cool off with a for real ice cream shake, or pick up a snack on the way to the Big Sticks game. Rosie's Food and Gas, 1 block west of the Astoria Field in Dickinson.
The Eagles Club in downtown Dickinson is the best place to get together with your friends and enjoy a nice cold beverage any time of the day. They have weekly lunch specials from 11 to 1:30 and beer and wings Thursdays from 5 to 9. The Eagles is also available for your special event. Call now to reserve your date. You'll find everything the Eagles is planning on their Facebook page, and you can check out their monthly calendar to see all the entertainment and events going on. Whether you're looking for something different for lunch or something fun to do with your friends, try the Eagles in downtown Dickinson.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
Welcome back to DCB&T Ballpark, still in the bottom of the 5th inning between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. And there's another new pitcher on the mound, as it looks like it is Dawson Baracani, also pitching for the Spuds, and also a pitcher who has not pitched this year for Casper. So Casper throwing everything that they can and every arm that they've got to see if they can somehow get a victory out of this, but right now it's becoming elementary for the Badlands Big Sticks. Cam Uran as Rogers is going to second, and he will make it there in time. Another stolen base for the Big Sticks, as we have a 1-0 count with 2 outs. And Jordan Price is going to come over and have a quick conversation with the home plate umpire about something. So we'll see what the conversation is about. Big Sticks have put up 6 runs on the Casper Spuds in the bottom of the 5th inning. They had scored a total of 5 beforehand. Had 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. They've scored 9 in 2 of the last 3. Incredible stuff. For Casper, things were looking good. They had 6 combined runs through the 4th and the 5th and had the lead entering this half inning, 7-5, before everything started to go upside down. So Cam Uran back on in an 11-7 game. And that's a strike. So 1-1 count here for Dawson Baracani from the mound. 1-1 with 2 outs. Checks back to second. Throw over and bobbled by Mac Wilkins. Count goes to 2-1. Cam Uran looking for yet another run in this game. Was part of the barrage that really started things off for the Big Sticks. Was brought in by a Royce Van Dyne RBI double. And this one sent into the gap in right center field. Rogers is coming home for the Big Sticks. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's a 12-7 game and the RBI single for Cam Uran. How about 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th?
Sponsored by Vision Zero. Reminds us to always make it
It's starting to look like Angels Rockies from a few nights ago, as the Big Sticks are just putting it on the Casper Spuds right now. 12-7 as Royce Van Dyne will come on. And most of this damage, oddly enough, has been done with 2 outs. That's the crazy thing to think about. Back to first. Oh, and it gets over the head. Cam Uran on to second. He should be able to get to third. He will go to third. This one a high ball that will be caught. But the Big Sticks advance 2 more bases as the Casper Spuds continue to have issues. Another run could potentially score for the Big Sticks in this half inning, as Van Dyne will wait on this next pitch. And looks like Bowles is coming out yet again. So we'll see a potential new pitching change in just a second. And I am not sure who in the world it could be next, or if Baracani is going to stay out there. So Baracani still on the mound for the Casper Spuds. So, yeah, that's what I remember.
Well, not together. What? But he wasn't in their batting lineup. Because he didn't hit, because he got pulled again.
So Royce Van Dyne coming on, another 2-out pitch here for the Badlands Big Sticks. And this one sent low and away for a strike and an 0-1 count. Cam Uran still in the hot corner as Dawson Baracani still on the mound for the Spuds. 0-1 with 2 outs. And that's low and away, and that's strike 2, an 0-2 count. And you got to think that the umpires will be a little bit more gracious here towards the end, kind of trying to get this thing moving along. I want to stay in the bottom half of the inning forever. So Van Dyne waiting on an 0-2. And it gets away again. Another run is, not going to score. Casper Spuds are able to turn away the Big Sticks, but there's no denying it was all Badlands here in the bottom of the 5th. 7 runs, including an Isaac Huddle RBI triple that scored 3 by itself. Big Sticks on top 12-7, and we will be back for the 6th inning momentarily.
Consolidated handles not only our phone service, our internet, our Wi-Fi, but they also handle our, as of lately, they took on our IT support and our cybersecurity. So it was exactly what we needed. It's been great. We haven't had any issues, but that is a good peace of mind when I leave and go home, and knowing that my business, my customer information, everything is secure and I don't have to worry about that.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing.
To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Welcome back to DCB&T, top of the 6th between the Big Sticks and the Spuds. When we last saw Kobe Krenz, which feels like a while ago, he was pitching in a bases-loaded situation and got the Big Sticks out of it. Maintained a 7-5 Spuds advantage, but kept the Big Sticks within striking range. And then the bottom half of the inning happened where the Big Sticks put up 7 runs on the Spuds for a 12-7 lead. And Krenz trying to keep it rolling. This one sent high and away to left center. Back and caught by Joe Osborne. That'll be out number 1 here for the Big Sticks as they quickly take it to the Spuds. And are trying to make it only 3 more frames to go in this game.
For the Spuds,
they might have a chance to close it out in the top of the 7th if the Spuds are unable to score anything here. So Nathan Martinez coming up here for Casper as Marsick tried to deliver the deep shot. And that's a strike from Krenz and an 0-1 count. It is Marsick, Martinez, and Barakani, who is also pitching currently for the Casper Spuds. 0-1 count. Krenz zips it in for strike 2. And an 0-2 count now for the Big Sticks. And another thing on the line here, the Big Sticks trying to maintain their undefeated record at home. Still haven't lost a series, haven't tied one yet either, but would not count as a loss. And that's a swing and a miss. Martinez all the way to his knees like it was chapel at church. Trying to get down and get it. Strikeout for Kobe Krenz, that's the second K. As Dawson Barakani comes on next, so far 2 for 2 for the Big Sticks defense. In comes Barakani from UMBC and Sammamish, Washington. Barakani trying to keep the Spuds, really get some positive vibes going here. As the Krenz breaking ball finds its mark for the strike. Beautiful move right at the end for an 0-1. And this one low and away. They'll call that a ball for a 1-1. As we saw Barakani kind of check in his swing. 1-1 with 2 outs. Another pitch from Krenz. And a swing and a miss for a 1-2. Casper getting extra aggressive, but not finding any pay dirt. 1-2 with 2 outs. And this one fouled into the net. Count stays at 1-2. Chance for the Big Sticks to get this game to the bottom of the 6th, get some insurance runs, and get out of here with a series-tying victory. Would be 2-2 overall in the 4 games played in this series against Casper. Pitch on, and a high pop fly. It will be playable, and it will be Huddle making the catch for out number 3. So the Badlands Big Sticks go 1-2-3 on some of the best Spuds batters and maintain their 12-7 lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th in just a moment. The Big Sticks looking for insurance runs.
Hi, Dan Porter here. When you're having trouble getting your car or truck in for service, think Dan Porter Motors. Fast express service, low price tires with rotations for life, free alignment checks, free car washes with service, low price daily rental cars, shuttle service to and from work. Give us a call at 227-1272 or see us on the web at dpmotors.com. That's 227-1272 for all your service needs. Give us a call.
Challenges and struggles are part of everyday life for all of us. At Infinity Real Estate Group, we don't back down and we take it all in stride.
Hey, don't move. I've done this before.
My turn. In these struggles, there are no mistakes, only life lessons. We may not be that good at some things, but we do excel in real estate. We are Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
7 pitches.
Welcome back to DCB&T for the bottom of the 6th inning. Dawson Barricani still on the mound. The Badlands Big Sticks just 2 frames away from a victory over the Casper Spuds. Casper going to need a near miracle to find a way back into this game.
24, Royce Van Dyne.
As Royce Van Dyne comes on, and the Spuds with a bevy of new players in a lot of different places, some of whom not exactly sure where they are in the batting order, but could be pinch hitters coming up. And that's a low pitch for Barricani. 1-0 count. The Big Sticks took their time in the bottom of the 5th, scored 7 runs, and they're trying to add to that here. And that's a low pitch away from Van Dyne. Count goes to 2-0. This just a 7-inning game between these two teams. So that means that after this, there will only be one more chance for the Spuds offensively, as Van Dyne cracks a high pop fly into the air. Catchable ball, and Stocking will get the catch. Had to lean back and go off balance to do it, but that will be out number 1 for the Spuds. So Van Dyne out, in comes Alex Erlob for Badlands.
Alex Erlob.
Van Dyne, Erlob, and Crater, the leadoff hitters, barring any substitutions. As that is 6, 7, 8 for the Big Sticks. Troy Berg, of course, in the 9 spot if it comes to that. Swing and a miss for Erlob. Count goes to 0-1. Last half inning, it was a Isaac Huddle 3-run RBI triple that really set in motion this Big Sticks advantage that you see now. As this one swung over, catch made by Martinez, throw to first, and that'll be out 2. So this time it's the Spuds infield getting in on the act. 2 straight outs and a chance to quickly end this half inning. As we'll see Joe Osborne come on next for the Big Sticks.
For the Big Sticks,
he, along with virtually every other player on the team in the bottom of the 5th, scored a run. In a 12-7 game, he's looking to potentially get even more bang for his buck. A 2-out pitch coming up from Barricani. And he swings one past him. Over to Stocking, over to first, and just able to get out 3. Good dexterity that time by the Spuds, but that's going to end the bottom of the 6th. The Big Sticks still with a 12-7 advantage, 1 frame away from victory. We'll be back in just a moment for the top of the 7th.
World-renowned YouTube chef Lamise O brings her authentic Caribbean cuisine to the Dickinson area. Island Cuisine is open in the St. Joe's Plaza with available takeout and dine-in options. You'll find their entire menu on Facebook or call 483-9918 to place a pickup order. Enjoy incredible dishes like brown stewed chicken or everyone's favorite, Rasta pasta. Call now to order or stop in. Island Cuisine, located in St. Joe's Plaza, Dickinson.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety, efficiency,
Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
and the co-op
is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Well, it's been a wild doubleheader Sunday here in Dickinson, North Dakota, and potentially the last frame of it about to take place as Kobe Krenz still on the mound and the Casper Spuds 3 outs away from losing this game. Krenz sends in a breaking ball for a strike and an 0-1. Leadoff hitter here for the Spuds as Krenz sends in another one that goes just to the outside. That brings the count to 1-1. As that is Lucas Danielwitz who will be leading off. And that's another strike for Krenz. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 with no outs. Krenz looking for another strikeout, which would be his third of the game. Here comes the Krenz pitch. In it goes. And he can't get that fastball to settle down. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 with no outs. As we have a visitor over there near the camera. Hello, sir. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Kobe Krenz, another K, and it's the first here in the top of the 7th. Let's have a quick look at it with this Cornerstone Bank replay. And yeah, that's what we call a breaking ball. He zipped it right in past him. Krenz just excels at delivering those shots.
Number 38, Mac Wilkins.
As Mac Wilkins comes on from Ponte Vedra, Florida. And Krenz, another breaking ball for a strike, an 0-1. Not wasting any time trying to get the big sticks out of here. And he keeps putting in those breaking balls like nobody's business. 0-2 with 1 out. A chance for another K right here. Here it comes, the windmill, the ball, and it's high. Ball 1 for a 1-2. Here comes the next Krenz pitch. And this one fouled off near the first base line. It goes towards the first base dugout. Count stays at 1-2 with 1 out. Krenz already with 1 strikeout in this half inning. He's got a chance at his 2nd straight. It'd be a heck of a way to end things out here in Dickinson after they had struggled on defense for so much of this game. And he does get another strikeout. His 2nd straight goes on Mac Wilkins. And he just put it down. Dropping dimes is Kobe Krenz. Picking him up, putting him down for out number 2. 1 out away for the Big Sticks.
For the Spuds, number 29, Parker.
As Parker Burt is back up to bat. One last time, 2 away, 1 to go for Badlands. Pitches in, oh my goodness, just well to the outside. That one was close to hitting him right in the back as he kicks away that baseball towards first base. Spuds trying to mount any form of comeback that they can. A 1-0 count with 2 outs. Krenz waiting, pitch in, outside. Ball 2 called for a 2-0 count. A lot of baseball between these two teams today. We're at the 5.5 hour mark since we first started at 2 o'clock. As that's a swing and a miss to the outside for a 2-1. There's been no shortage of action and a lot of fun, but 2 entirely different games. Game 1, 2-0. 12-7 in this game. Just shows the fun of the game of baseball. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Krenz trying to send the people home happy. You got to give the people what they want. Not yet. To the outside it goes for ball 3. Full count and 2 outs coming up. Fans trying to will him on. The Krenz pitch. Sent for a foul ball towards right and over towards the Spuds bus. And hopefully it doesn't have a flat tire after that baseball came over. A payoff pitch with 2 outs. Once again for Krenz. In it goes, and it is going to be fouled off again near the backstop. Parker Burt doing everything he can to keep the Spuds' hope alive, but it looks as though it will all be in vain. Sent along the third base line. Throw to first. Rogers, and he can't make the catch. And Parker Burt will be over near the first base bag, and the Spuds keep hope alive for just a moment. A good play over along the third base line, and he gets a runner on base for the Spuds.
For the Spuds, number 20, Austin Stallwick.
And Austin Stallwick now in as a batter, a pinch hitter here for the Spuds. He was one of those substitutions we talked about earlier. So in comes Stallwick. Strike for Krenz in an 0-1. Next pitch coming up. 0-1 with 2 outs. Here he comes again. Zips it in high. And that will be ball 1 for a 1-1 count. There's a look at Burt over near first. And that's a strike. 1-2, and again, 1 away for Kobe Krenz. Let's try it again. It's rewind time. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here comes Kobe. And it's a high pitch for ball 2. 2s across the board with 2 outs. Krenz waiting. Pitch is in. And fouled off near the backstop. Count stays at 2-2. Spuds don't want to lose this game. They came to Dickinson to win this series. Thought that they were going to win it today after a great start early. Didn't materialize for them. Krenz the pitch. And hops it in on the outside for ball 3. So another full count payoff pitch coming up with 2 outs. 3-2 with 2.
Kids, make sure you're saying, excuse me.
Payoff
thank
pitch.
you for all the garbage they're giving you.
Krenz. And he walked him. On to first base for the Casper Spuds is Austin Stallwick. Now 2 runners on base.
For the Spuds, number 26, Jacob Griffin.
So we'll say Jacob Griffin come back to home plate for the Spuds out of Ottawa University, Arizona in Scottsdale. Casper trying to maintain some bit of momentum here and could get something going if there's a big shot delivered, so hold on just yet. Another 2-out pitch from Krenz, and that's a strike. 0-1. So good start. Krenz has gotten to 2 strikes before. It's just hasn't been able to deliver in the other parts of this half inning. As this one comes in, and it's bobbled and eventually caught by Huddle. That'll be ball number 1 for a 1-1. Had a good trajectory, but Huddle just couldn't grab it. Both teams with 6 hits total, but 12-7. That kind of tells the story of the game. Big Sticks with more errors with 3 to Casper's 2. 1-1 with 2 outs. Well to the inside, and that will be ball number 2 for a 2-1 count. Krenz looking back at second. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2s across the board with 2 outs one more time. Kobe Krenz and the Big Sticks inching towards the finish line. Can he get that next strikeout and end this game? He did! Kobe Krenz delivers, and the Badlands Big Sticks end the series against the Casper Spuds by tying it up on a doubleheader today with a 12-7 victory and an incredible bottom of the 5th with 7 total runs. The Big Sticks pull out the 12-7 win, and an incredible job all around to get it done. We'll be right back after the break to recap the action and join you for some post-game coverage. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this break.
Clogged or slow-moving drains are no match for Josh and his licensed techs at Unplugged Drain Cleaning of Dickinson. They provide 24-hour service to solve all your sewer problems, using only the best equipment along with the latest drain camera technology to resolve issues while maintaining the integrity of your pipes. They take pride in thoroughly explaining your options, providing free estimates and great service, and making sure your issues are resolved permanently. Contact Unplugged Drain Cleaning at 701-290-9737 or online at unpluggeddrains.com.
Western Cooperative Credit Union is your local loan headquarters. Thinking about a new car or truck, ATV, boat, or RV? We'll make the process quick and easy. Call us today. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way. Western Cooperative Credit Union is dedicated to offering you the best financial services around. We're local, we're personal, and we're great at what we do for you. Join the herd. Western Cooperative Credit Union. 85 years the Western way.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
Welcome back once again to Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark. The final of Game 2 of the doubleheader day, the Big Sticks win 12-7 over the Casper Spuds with an incredible outing and a great job, especially late in the game. 7 runs scored in the bottom of the 5th, and one of those components is our player of the game, Isaac Huddle. 4 at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and all 3 of those RBIs came from 1 hit, a 3-run RBI triple that delivered the Big Sticks the lead, and they never looked back after that. Big Sticks come away with a 12-7 victory here in Dickinson. But that is going to do it for today. The Big Sticks will be back in action against the Hastings Sodbusters in about a week's time, so tune in for that series. First time that those 2 teams have faced off this year. So for everyone watching, wherever you are, thank you all so much for coming in and tuning in to Dickinson. I'm Dylan Simmons saying so long, and remember to always have an electric night. We'll see you later, everybody.